and welcome to AF40K here on the Loading Ready Run Network. I'm Ben, and joining me, we got a Funko.
G'day.
And we're gonna be introducing Funko to the wild world of 3rd edition Killteam.
That's true. Yeah, for the first time, Ben has played more of this game than I have. Yeah.
I got the expertise here to probably lose. And I'm really excited to play because as you might be able to see from the wide, we're doing the Into the Dark, the Gallo Dark. Gallo Dark. The Gallo Dark.
Yeah, so this is my first game of this edition and my own second ever game of Gallo Dark.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting.
Yeah, I have not done it at all in this edition, so it was nice to whip out this set that has been sitting in a little box.
Yeah,
here.
it's a cool terrain piece.
I really like it, and I spent a little bit more time shaving. So the biggest complaint people have about this is it is a pain in the ass to pull apart.
Well, so yes, that is a fault of the making of
yes.
it. Like the clearance between all the little bits of plastic is just not enough.
not quite enough.
So I actually went at mine with sandpaper and like fixed all those things. It took me like a full day of sanding every little gap.
So it's sitting a little bit flatter than it did before as I was going along. There are still some edges that need to go down.
It's a bit like that. Yeah. I mean, I know people that just glued the whole thing together and said, fuck it. Like,
this is the one sort of stuff. Man, that must have really hurt when they got the new edition put out.
Pick it all up and hang it on the wall.
Yeah. So very excited to check all that stuff out. And as you can see, we're both rocking various degrees of Marines. Today, Funk's going to be playing his Angels of Death. And
which hasn't been played, like, because Cam's got the Phobos Marines.
Yeah.
I think that's it. No one's ever actually played just regular
Marines. Yeah, and yours are, from the looks of it, they're Ultramarine chapter too, which I think is really, really cool.
They're the Wheaties of Ultramarine.
Exactly.
Space Marines. Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to have it. Somebody's got to play Captain America, right?
Exactly.
And then I will be rocking the Warpcoven, back to my Chaos Marine, Space Marine sort of ways. In this today, I'm cheating on my usual bow. Nurgle is taking the back seat, and I'm saying hello to Zinch. We're going to be doing... I'm really excited because this was a team that I always wanted to try in the last edition, but their rules were for lack of a better way to put it, a fucking mess to read. They were impenetrable. And this was one of those ones where it's like every sorcerer was like a build your own... it was a Build-A-Bear model.
Yeah, because they were a White Dwarf team, right?
They were, yes. Yeah, very early on, they were, White Dwarf. They got their name kind of around the same time that the Harlequins got to be like the Void Dancers or whatever.
That sounds familiar, yeah.
This is a good old-fashioned Imperium versus Chaos
goodies versus baddies.
Match. Yeah, exactly, which is going to be really, really fun.
Up to you who is the goodies and the baddies.
That's true. It's all circumstantial, really. But before we get into that, a reminder that this and everything we do is brought to you by you over at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You're the reason we're able to do all this cool stuff. So we really, really, really appreciate it. And of course, go check out our store. It's store.loadingreadyrun.com. We got a sale. You can buy all kinds of shirts.
Yeah.
You can't buy that shirt.
No. Not official Loading Ready.
But Beach is probably looking at that shirt, stroking his chin,
he
being
was
like...
complimenting me on it in the whole
way.
Yeah,
there you go. In Funk's defense, he wore this shirt over at my place on Saturday, and I said, please wear that on stream.
Yeah, so I don't know if I have to bring a backup shirt just in case.
And I was like, no. But yeah, store.loadingreadyrun.com. We have a massive sale going on because we are moving warehouses, and it turns out it's cheaper to send it to you. So we're passing the savings on to you.
That's right. Get some bargains.
Yeah. So head on over there and check out all the sweet deals. I myself am replacing a lot of the shirts that I've had for forever that are, starting to get wear and tear. I needed a new Pride shirt, so there's a bunch of stuff in there. I also just never got a Road Quest shirt.
Oh, no.
I don't know why, so I'm getting my first Road Quest shirt. So go check it out.
Heaps of stuff in there.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, Beach found a lot of things in the woodworks there. And of course, we couldn't do this without all you watching on YouTube. So thank you so much if you want to see more of this. Actually, this is probably a great place to announce it. Starting next month, I'm kickstarting a new project here on AFK, which is instead of what we've kind of been doing in the past is like we've had monthly Killteam.
Now, when you say kickstarting, just to be clear.
Sorry, I'm not starting a Kickstarter, to be very clear.
That was a
Sorry,
verb. You've got to be very careful with this day.
I'm starting.
Yeah, sure.
I'm starting a new thing where instead of it being monthly Kill Team, it's monthly mini day. And for those of you who checked out the 40K, the Kill Team League that we did last year, launching an initiative. There you go. It is going to be very similar to that. Basically, any of the friends who are into miniature war games are going to be hanging out here on that Wednesday, and it's whoever wants to be on camera showcasing their game gets to play it. So it's not just going to be Kill Team for people that want to check out. If Jacob wants to play more War Machine, we want to play more Shatterpoint. I know you wanted to check out Battle Mech.
Yeah, the Battletech stuff seems cool. I know people are really into that. The Halo has a skirmish game now. We realize there's so many miniatures games.
There's so many, and there's no way for me to get them all. Yeah. So instead of trying to jam pack it full, we're gonna have a monthly mini day, and there's gonna be one game happening on camera. But much like the League games, we're going to be checking in with people who will be playing out in the friend zone as well, whatever they want to play. You're not going to get the full check in on the game stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna go out and say like, hey, what are you guys playing? They're like, oh, today I'm playing Kill. And realistically, for the main reason of I'm very fortunate I get to play monthly, but not everybody does. And so I want to give everyone an opportunity because, let's face it, the Moon Base is a bona fide clubhouse. So why not get everybody in here?
Multiple people said it was really cool last time when we had the League night for Kill Team.
Yeah.
We would go through the office and there'd be people playing out in the lounge room and doing stuff. And it's a good way to just demo these new games rather than doing it on the stage and then finding out maybe it doesn't work. Or
that's the thing. Yeah, I think it'll also just be a more beneficial experience too for people who are interested if the people who are bringing it on have played a game before. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely, like we were saying, value in having people. I'm also playing. You're watching this for the first time. I'm not playing it for the first time, but it's probably a little bit more valuable to you, I think, to not because if someone's playing for the first time, they might play half that game breaking a rule without even realizing it, and it's better, I think, to not have that ingrained into new players' minds and stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted everybody to get more faces on this stuff. I know that Erica and Max and people who are out in the extendo lure sphere want to get playing more games and stuff like that. So have an opportunity to bring them back on camera. And Funk, you're going to be here for a little while. So
yes, a little while yet.
Yeah. So, that's that. Also, of course, I forgot to shout him out. We got the wonderful Paul on tech, as always.
Hello.
And, I think we've done basically all the housekeeping, so we can hop into everything.
Sure.
Cool.
Show off the dudes.
Let's show off the dudes. Yeah, here, I'll do it. I can't remember. Paul, where's the point on the map that I put the close-up camera? Oh, right there. Okay.
Pretty close.
All right. So, yeah. I guess I'll go first. I can start by showcasing because I've got I'm playing the Warpcoven, which means I get to have sorcerers.
Because these were sent in by someone.
They were, yes. So after 10,000 years, they're finally basically the story behind this is I found a box of Thousand Suns underneath a bunch of shit in the old Moon Base.
Look at the little tabletop.
There they are, yes. These were sent in, and cool. I think it was for a previous edition of Kill Team. I reached out to them and was like, hey, I am super interested in getting these on camera, but they're actually not a legal team right now.
That knife is glinting.
Yeah. Cool. Would you be willing to send it? And they were absolutely, I was like, I'll pay for it. And they're like, nope, very happy to do it. So yes, this is a Warpcoven team, and as you can see on that shoulder, they are in fact the lure. There's the LRTT shoulder blades. So yeah, shout out to Reinhard.
That's not easy to do. I've painted a few. I've tried to do the AFK logo once, and it was a tough one. So.
Yes, yeah, they're amazing. Awesome. So I'm really glad to finally get a chance to show them. So yeah, so this is my leader. I've symbolized my entire team as they're a wizard school. So this is the head wizard. And the thing that they've changed about this is that every one of my sorcerers, you assign one of the 3 roles to them. So there's Destiny, Tempurial, and Warpfire. So my leader is the Destiny Wizard, and they've baked psychic abilities right into their weapons, which is so nice for at least for the offensive ones.
They're not like spells anymore. They're effectively a weapon.
They're a weapon, which means unless like if I have a double shoot, it means that you can double psychic shot, or sorry, you can psychic shot and then shoot with your other gun.
You can't use the same. You can't use the same weapon twice.
Yes,
the same
exactly.
Psychic weapon twice.
Yes, yeah. So if they have 2 different psychic attacks, they could do that, like the Warp Flamer you'll see does. But in this case, if they have a second ranged weapon, they can psychic and shoot, which is very cool. So
Now,
in this case, what's up?
I do have a question. This Destiny Wizard. Did he come from the moon, or is that like a separate situation?
Oh no, he's from the moon, and that shit is haunted as fuck.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So he's got a Doom Bolt. That's going to be his ranged attack. It's a psychic, devastating 2, lethal 5-up, which means that it's why it has this really wiggy looking damage profile of 4-2. Because it does 2 mortal wounds effectively on lethal 5-ups.
So it's like a sniper, yeah.
Exactly,
okay, yeah. Cool.
Rocking a Force Stave and a Kopesh, so he's very much a melee boy too.
These are all just full range, I assume, not limited by a certain range?
Yes, they're not limited by range, except obviously the melee ones. The Kopesh, it's up to debate if you want to use the stave or the Kopesh in battle. There is a ploy that I can use that gives all my psychic weapons, which includes the Force Stave.
Okay, so you get
ceaseless.
Right, so Force Stave has shock, but
and you can make your Force Stave have ceaseless shock, or you can go with the 5-up on Kopesh. So I've got options, and then each one of my sorcerers has what's called a Boon of Tzeentch. That's kind of one of the main key features of this. Right. So I get to pick some cool ability. In this case, my head wizard has Echoes from the Warp, which basically means one time during this battle, he can change his when he does a counterattack, which is like the Overwatch in the new edition. He can change his order and do a 2 AP or up to 2 AP worth of actions on it. So he gets to do it once per turn.
As long as the actions are different.
As long as the actions are different, yeah, absolutely.
So you can like fight, shoot. I guess
you can move, shoot. You can do all kinds of things. Yeah. So he also has some magical psychic abilities. He's got the Ravaged Destiny, which is basically a thing that he can put on somebody that makes their APL go down by 1, which I know is not going to be big against you. I know you can prevent that. But he also has Protected by Fate, which effectively allows him to put a little shield on somebody that lets them do rerolls on defense, which is really big. That's my head whiz. He's pretty cool. And then I've got my Temperian whiz. This is the Vice whiz. And I tried to kind of make it so that you can see from their staffs. The other one has a fiery staff, so you'll be able to kind of tell who's who.
Cool.
Yeah, so this is the Temperian one. For the most part, this is the support one. A lot of his moves are healy-dealy, like the Reconstitution Ritual. And I think that's just the general Allure logo on it, which I think is really cool. Yeah. His boon is that he has Master of Immaterium, so all these supporting abilities that he's going to be doing have an extra 3 inches, so it's up to 9 inches away that he can do like heals and stuff. His really cool ability is the Temporal Flux. Basically, he picks a dude, puts a little marker in its control range, and then at the end of that dude's activation, as long as he's within 6 inches of that point, he can zoop back to it.
Oh.
Which is really cool. So he's got a kind of funky thing that you can do with people where it's like you put it on like a gunner. The gunner can like dash, shoot, and then it teleports back to the thing.
Did you use an action to go back, or just at the end?
It's just at the end he zoops back if you're still within 6. So very, very cool ability.
I mean, this is one of the hot teams right now.
Yes.
Like they've copped a bunch of nerfs, and I think they're still trucking. So I'm excited to see them roll.
And then has Flux Blast, and I also gave him a Warp Flame pistol, so he's got a little flamey pistol.
Oh, sick.
Because it seems like flamers are really good right now, and especially good on Into the Darks or Geller Dark or Gallo Dark or whatever.
I was so glad that in Space Marine 2 you get to fight the Tzeentch guys at the end rather than like Nurgle again.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been like 5
they mixed it up a little bit.
Yeah,
it's great.
I love Nurgle, don't get me wrong. Just something new is nice.
I do too, but that's why I'm doing it.
Marines are cool as hell.
And then finally, my other Vice Wiz is the Warp Flame buddy. Warpfire, he's the one who has 2 psychic attacks. One of them is Firestorm, which is just a straight up, psychic damagey kind of thing. And it also has Torrent. The other one is called Mind Burn. This one just has like a regular like layer symbol or like an eye. I don't know. But yeah, it's very
like
cool.
An eye of Zinch, I think, yeah.
So his other one though, Mind Burn, is really, really interesting. It doesn't do much damage, as you can see. It's on a 1-to-1.
Right, yeah.
But it does have Saturate Seek Light.
Seek Light,
which
okay.
is like, you cannot do
You're
it.
not getting cover from that, yeah.
And it has this keyword called Mind Burn, which is basically, if any of my successes on that attack go through to you, that dude, until I attack someone else, is mind burned and has one. Its hit stat goes up by 1, so it gets harder to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, like it shoots worse.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing. I can kind of do that. And then his, like, really, he's just shooting fire at people, but he can also light people on fire as a unique action.
Light?
And this is also not an attack. He can just, as long as you're visible to him, he can light you on fire. Oh. And what that does is it doesn't do any damage, interestingly. It just makes it so if one of my guys is shooting somebody who has the Alight token on it, they have Ceaseless. Oh. So it's just like, I'm lighting you up. I put a marker on someone.
Cool debuff, yeah. Is that till the next phase, or?
It's until I put it on someone else.
Oh, shit. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Why limit yourself, Ben?
Why limit? Just,
free,
you know, well, I'm limiting in the sense that, I can't do it again. Great. I've got 2 of these buddies. So these are my gunners.
So Ben's team is effectively 3 sorcerers, 3 marines.
Yes, yeah, I'm a 6 operative team. So I have 2 gunners. Unfortunately, as I was on my way to the office, one of them lost him arms. Wait, where's the camera? There we go. Yeah, him arms. So I'm not actually going to be rocking a Soul Reaper cannon marine. I'm just going to be rocking 2 of the.
I mean, you can just say it's a Soul Reaper cannon.
But I've decided that flamers are dope. So it's actually, if you go to
on Galadark, they are good on,
I'm gonna go 2 custodians as I put them in. So they're rocking the Warp Flamer. That's basically it. I mean, it's a 4 attack, 2 up, 4/4 Flamer, which is disgusting. Torrent 2, Pierce 1, Saturate.
Yep. That's a lot of keywords.
Yeah, might be one of the best flamers in the game. But yeah.
Which is nice, because I remember the last edition of Killteam, that was never a sentence anyone said.
No, flamers were pretty dog shit, except for the Novitiates one that had like the dash one, which was pretty cool. But yeah. But a key thing about all of my non-sorcerer dudes is they have to be within 9 inches of my sorcerers, because they are dust in armor. So they're
buddy system.
It's going to be buddy system. So they got to be within 9 or else they lose an APL. And then you're going to see the exact same keyword on Funko's side. They are Astartes. So that means that the kind of bog standard keyword is that they just get to attack shoot twice, shoot twice. Yeah, either or.
So with certain models, if they've got like a big heavy gun or a sniper or something, sometimes you have to pay an additional APL to do the second action.
Yeah.
So it ends up costing you your full 3 activations, but full actions, but yeah.
Yeah, and then finally, I've just got my secretary. He's the warrior. One of my favorite things about this edition, because I really do like this edition. Cool. It's got like a hair or something on it.
Hey, that sounds like an interest to me.
Look, I'm using wizard abilities. The cool thing that they did is they made warriors worth taking in this edition, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So the secretary. Sorry, you're one behind, Paul. There you go.
There you go.
So their ability,
cool.
they give an ability to all the warriors, so mine is slow and purposeful, which is kind of what you were saying before. So if my warrior has not done a charge or any sort of like move, basically, its ranged weapons just get ceaseless. Mm-hmm. So if he's able to shoot before he does any move, he gets to do rerolls, which is pretty hot.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, thematically, rubrics are kind of like slow, dust-filled suits of armor.
It's a key point. Yeah, I got 5 inches of movement, not the standard 6, which a lot of dudes have. So I'm a little bit slower than your team, but yeah. And then as far as equipment goes, my sorcerers are wearing fancy-ass robes. So once per turning point, I can make their turn a crit into a normal that you've hit me with. All my dudes have, my regular means have Daemon Maw weapons, which just means I get an extra attack on melee, because I know you're probably going to charge my ass a little bit.
Glad I didn't go heavy into melee.
Yeah. And then I have a Sorcerer's Scroll, which means once in the entire game, one of my wizards gets to grab an extra boon of Zinch just for 1 turning point.
Okay.
I chose not to grab Fly, which is typically a recommended one because Fly doesn't do shit. So. All right, that's me. Funko, what are you rocking?
So I'm playing the Angels of Death kill team. So this is an amalgamation of the previous. In the previous edition, there were the White Dwarf regular Space Marine kill team, and then there was the Justinian team. It was like the Space Marine Heroes team that they released as blind boxes with like unique models that were like monopose, and it was like a captain, a sniper, a heavy bolter, a grenade guy.
Yeah.
So they took both those teams
Gotcha Marines,
and munged them together into this new edition, into Angels of Death, which is what I'm playing. So we'll start.
Start with the only unpainted model on the squad.
Now, I thought it was important because I would say 90% of
This is
games
a really
of
good
Warhammer
point.
are played with models that look like this. They're either grey, a single tone of black or white, or base prime like this one.
And that is okay.
That's totally fine. Like if you go into a local game store, at least the ones I go to, you will almost always see at least one unpainted model, sometimes a full army, on the table, and people are having a great time. You should never let an unpainted model stop you from having a great, game
100%.
experience. So, also I was just too lazy and didn't finish it. So this is my Space Marine captain. I named him Captain Space Marinowski because the web page we used to enter the team required a name. It would not let me not put a name. So I almost called him Space Marine Captain again, but then I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to put some effort in here. So it's Captain Space Marinowski.
I love it.
He is, of the 3 leader options for the Space Marines, he's the one that's just, you don't get any choice. He's a Space Marine Captain with a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol. His thing is that he lets my team change their doctrine once per turn for free. So the way this will, I explained to Ben, the way it seems to shake out is you use either the melee side of your team or the shooty side of your team with him in the middle as the meat in the sandwich, and then when you activate him, you switch your doctrine. So like you activate all your shooty guys with the shooty doctrine to start, you do the captain, then switch to melee, or vice versa. So that's kind of what his role will be. And he gets to hit on 3s with a Power Fist, which is pretty sick because Power Fists are usually 4+, which sucks.
Yeah, dude.
So 5 attacks, 3+, 5/7 in close combat is pretty good with me. So that's him. I kit bashed this model as well. This is not a model you can get.
I like those the little
shelf.
resin crystals too. Those are cool.
Yeah, so that was from like, I think just as like a third-party terrain kit. Came with like, or I ordered something and they included it as like some offcuts.
Tick.
Like some 3D printers will do that.
Yeah, dude.
And then it's the pistol from the Assault Marine kit, the Power Fist from their Sergeant, and then like a bunch of Ultramarine upgrades for like the Roman style helmet and like the nipple ring, purity seal and stuff. So that's my captain. Now, if I remember who was next in the list, I think it was this guy.
So whatever order you got it on the app.
That's what yeah, good point. Yes, it is him. This is Gunny Gunnington. So this is the Marine that comes with the underslung grenade launcher. So he's mostly just a regular intercessor, but he also has the ability to shoot frag or crack grenades, which is pretty sick. And especially on Gallowdark, because frag has blast, which means it gets lethal 5 up.
Lethal 5 up, yeah. Basically any of the thing that you would expect to be splashy, crits easier.
Flamers and blast, and or weapons with saturate as well is the new one in this edition. Because we'll get to that, because case in point, the auto bolt rifle on Gallowdark, because it has saturate, like it gets to basically hit people near it. The auto bolt rifle, if they're within 1 inch, you can spray. It's kind of like. No, wait, no.
You're
sorry.
talking about Torrent.
Torrent. It has Torrent.
Yeah.
It has,
Torrent is the one. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they have Torrent unless I.
Yeah, it says right there.
Yeah, so it says Torrent. Sorry. So the same thing. It's blast, Torrent, and saturate. The sniper has saturate. That's why I'm remembering saturate. It just gets bonus damage on Gallowdark, so it's just very good. So all my dudes have auto bolt rifles for that reason. And then next on the list is Cloak Johnson. This is the newest member of the team because I didn't have this model in my Space Marines in the last edition because that was a Justinian thing. I didn't have a sniper, but now they do. So I had to paint this guy up. So this is one of the Space Marine Eliminators from 40k. Actually, I think this is from one of the combat patrols. and I just made this cool little sniper dude. So he's actually, I think people have said he's the best sniper in the game.
Seems pretty good. He's got 3 different kinds of shots, which is pretty tight.
He's only got 12 wounds. The standard Marine, my leader has 15. My standard Marines have 14. This guy has 12.
All right.
He has a sniper rifle, which he can do as an executioner, which then has heavy, which means I can only dash. I can't move while using it. But then he gets saturate and seek light and silent. So he can shoot it from conceal, and it will ignore cover, so I can shoot you through light cover. And saturate means you can't retain saves, so you don't get the benefit of cover. And because it's saturate, it also is lethal 5 up because of Gallow Dark, I think.
So it seems like this sniper has a try and poke somebody from while they're sort of, a little bit in cover. Yeah. It's got the AoE
hyperfrag
shot.
Blast, AoE, yeah.
And then the I'm shooting you head on.
Yep.
But all of them
from silent.
All from silent, which is tight, but all of them heavy too.
Yep.
So it's like in any way, if you're using that sniper, you're only dashing, which I think is really interesting.
Yes, and I think for him to fire twice, well, we'll go through this. So he has the camo cloak, which is when he's being shot, you get the you ignore saturate and you get the stealthy chapter tactic, which I think is you can retain 2 cover saves or 1 crit.
Cool.
I think that's how that works. He has the Stardy, so he can fire twice, but because it's a bolt sniper rifle, he has to spend an extra APL. So if he shoots twice, it costs him his full.
Same thing as my Warp Flamers.
So he needs to get set up first, and then stealthy, whenever he's getting shot, if he can retain. Oh, no, that's the one I mentioned before. Yeah, so camo cloak might be different. Anyway, he also has optics, which is until the start of his next activation, whenever it's shooting, enemy operatives can't be obscured, which is cool just to turn off, as long as he's not in close combat. And then the next dude is my grenade thrower, which is Huck Yeatums.
I like Huck.
So he is just a regular assault intercessor, but he just gets the frag grenade and crack grenade equipment.
You got a lot of grenades on this squad.
Which is sick. So
chainsword.
And he's good in close combat. Other than that, he's a standard Marine. I like the model. He has like a raised, I don't know if you can see it, like the shoulder pad is like 3D.
Oh, yeah.
Because they made these monopose dudes at some point, and he's throwing a grenade.
Sick.
That guy goes back there. And then the rest of the team is just regular ass dudes. So I have a regular assault intercessor. I don't know if that's the guy that's next. Yes, it is. That's Chops Malone. So he comes with, just close combat. So this is the one that you would probably prefer to fight twice rather than shoot, because he does better with his chainsword than he does with his little bolt pistol. And then the other dude I have is the Timmy Sessa, who is just a regular shooty Marine. You can choose what bolt guns they have. I think for everyone who has a choice, I gave them the auto bolt rifle just because it's better in Gallow Dark. It just is more spammy. It's the one with the drum mag.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have it on his model, but that's what he's running.
Cool.
And that's my team. For my chapter tactic, Marines get to choose 2 things they get as their like flavor, because you don't really choose, like Paul asked that earlier, like does Ultramarines matter here? It's like, no, they're just flavorless Marines. You can run them as whatever chapter you want. There's no special rules for them.
Which I like about it,
Blood Angels or whatever. Yeah, it's good. The way you get some flavor is by the chapter tactics. So you choose 1 primary and 1 secondary of a bunch of different things. The ones I've chosen, which I won't go through the ones I haven't taken because it doesn't matter, but the ones I chose were the mobile plan, so that means I can fall back. So normally it costs you 2 action points to fall back out of engagement away from someone. That's only going to cost me 1. And the other part of that was, I can charge out of engagement range. So if I'm in close combat with someone, I can charge out of that into someone else on Ben's team, which you can't normally do. And that's it. And my secondary one is Resolute, which is that I can ignore APL reduction. So if Ben has any stun abilities, that would mean I lose like an APL for the next turn.
Like the one my leader has.
Yeah, I ignore those.
Yeah.
That's my secondary. So there is actually a ploy I can use to change that for this turn. I think for a single model, but I'll be doing that much because I'm lazy. Equipment-wise, I picked 2 faction-specific equipments. One is Purity Seals, which lets me once per turn. Or once per battle? I should know that.
It'll say in your equipment on the top there.
True. I don't think I chose it in the app. Can you choose it in the app?
You can, but they should be in the equipment portion.
Oh, here you go. Thank you. I found it. So Purity Seals, once per turning point, so I can do it 4 times per game. I can, when I'm shooting, fighting, or retaliating, if I roll 2 or more fails, I can discard one of them and turn them into a normal. So if I fail 2 dice, they can become a normal.
Cool.
And the other one is I can use the Wrath of Vengeance Firefly ploy once per turn for free, which is when I react, I can do 2 actions instead of the normal one. Or what's it called? React? Is it react or
Counteract?
Counteract. Yeah. When I counteract, I can do 2 actions instead of 1.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for.
So all your guys can do.
So I can do that once per turn because it's a CP. I can use a ploy for free.
Right. It's the ability my leader has, but any of your guys can do it once per turning point.
Yeah. So you can do it once. I can do it once on anyone per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well,
we're finally done.
We're finally done. I mean, that's the beauty of it. I mean, at a certain point, we can just be like, "This is my guys. I've got this and this," and then go on. But I think it means it's time to go into turning point 1. As you can see, we have deployed like so. If we want to go to the top down here, so I'm going to be rocking on this side. There's Funk over there.
6 dudes. We've kind of done 2, 2, and 2.
We've done the elite thing.
We've made ourselves a little League of Legends map here. With
we
3
really
lanes.
have, yeah.
We're going to fight creep and.
Well, one guy's got to go into the jungle.
Yeah,
he's going to be on.
I mean, this center looks like jungle as hell because it's just wide open.
A little bit, yeah. The crit op that we're doing today is number 2. It's loot. So basically, one objective. You can use the loot mission objective for 1 AP, or the mission action. And if the operative controls that objective, they can loot it. And whenever a friendly operative performs the loot action, you score 1 VP to a maximum 2 VP per turning point. Worth noting that an operative can't perform this action during the first turning point, or while within control range of an enemy operative, or if that marker has already been looted. So that's the key thing here is once a objective point has been looted, it is out of play for that turning point.
It's off for that turning point.
Yeah. So it's definitely try to get in.
Yeah, it's interesting because last edition we had the 6 objectives and now we've only got 3. So loot is going to be interestingly different.
Yes, I in general, I quite like the 3 objective points a lot more.
I think it's going to force us to fight over them, which is going to be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we're rocking. Funko won the objective because he decided to go with a reposition. Is that what you did?
Yes. So I moved my captain up closer. Normally he would be back here somewhere, but he got to move up as long as he's within 3 inches of deployment, which he is.
Yeah, and I decided to equip to get some more equipment on here. So you'll notice that Funko has placed down 2 light barricades here. I have put down 2 light barricades and a heavy barricade over here, just so I have some things to kind of hop into, because they'll be a little shooty, I think, in this one.
Which then means I win the initiative, and I get to choose, and I gave the initiative to Ben. So Ben will be activating first.
Let's move into turning point 1. Each of us is going to score ourselves a command point as we also pick our primary op, which I think both of us have decided already. Unless you want to pick it.
No, I got it.
I have got mine too. So you put that face down.
Yep.
And then
that is revealed at the end.
At the end of the game, that's your bonus points, depending on if you decide to go more into your kill, your crit, or your tac op. And then, I think we're just rocking and rolling at this point.
I think so.
Cool. Okay, so we now can do some ploys. Right. That is technically considered a ploy. I'm not actually going to. I'm going to pass. I'm not going to do any strategic plays right away.
So we start with 2 CP and gain 1 at the start.
So we're at 3 right now, and then everyone going forward, depending on who doesn't, gets 2. I can see there being a little bit of fighting on turning point 1, but for the most part, I think this is going to be a very chill one.
Yeah, I mean, I will use 1 CP and do Devastator Doctrine. So if I shoot an operative more than 6 inches from me, I get to re-roll 1 dice. I get balanced as the weapon roll.
Okay.
So that'll cost me 1 CP.
You got it. Great. I am not going to. I'm going to save mine. So Funko's at 2. I am at 3. And cool. Let's rock and roll.
Yep.
Let's have fun. Okay, so I am going to start off by activating, I think, just this Warp Flamer homie here.
Okay.
And I'm going to put him on an engage order.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing now that everyone starts on conceal. I think that's a smart choice because it feels like that was mostly what happened anyway.
Yeah, for me it just sort of speeds up the process, I think, a little bit too, which is
I think it also helps newer players of like if you put previous editions, if you deployed and put something on engage in the middle of the open, you just kind of got hosed. I mean, I guess that can still happen if you just don't stand in
All right, so this is the one door that was broken that I was going to...
I don't expect we'll be closing that again.
I'm cracking this door open, and this flamer, he's just going to kind of hop through.
Galadark, that costs a mission action.
It costs a mission action, so...
Or it costs an APL, sorry.
An AP, yeah. So I'm at 2 now, and all this buddy is going to do...
Yeah, and you can do that mid-move and continue the move the rest of the way as well.
I think so, yeah.
That was something I read. So you can approach a door, open it with an additional action, and then still finish the move to go beyond it if you have movement remaining.
Yeah, so I'm going to measure from the back here, like so. Yeah, and I'm just going to do the ye old move dash, which every turning point one mostly turns into doing. So I'm going to do that.
And then you're on engage. So
I'm on engage.
Move, open door, and...
It was move, open door, dash. Or open door, move, dash.
Sorry,
yeah. Yeah, a little bit more. I'm slow. I'm made of dust. All right, go for it.
Okay. Let's see.
Dead Delver, I have heard that the Void Scarred Corsairs are quite good right now. I've heard a lot of people rocking the Corsairs. I learned only recently that the Vespids are stinky right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know they just have a little bit of help because they just got buffed with like the amount of points they get.
The communion point buff was really big for them. Their biggest problem is they are like dog shit in melee, from my understanding, which means they don't really contest points at all.
That's tough. That's tough stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Tau had that problem, but they at least could shoot.
Yeah.
You're pretty strong.
But I want to play them because it's like, well, they said they're not great. They are fun as hell to play. Fly on your entire team is a very fun
cool. The models
keyword.
look sick.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to see like weird insectoid.
Yeah.
We almost played Vespid versus Kroot.
Which would have been really fun.
Tau auxiliary off.
But we were both just like, we really wanted to do Into the Dark, and we're just like, I don't think either of those teams are great.
Both realized both our teams are hosed on this map, so we're like,
which maybe would have still been fun. I don't know, but yeah. So who are you doing?
Okay, so I think I'm activating the gunner. So I open the door with 1, and then I'm gonna just move up. He, I assume, just has a regular 6 movement. Yep. So it's like gets to about there, and then dashes the remainder to be in cover. I will leave him on conceal.
That seems fair. Yeah, I felt pretty confident with engage on this one because I've got this extra thing here. So this is like a little bit of a safety room. Okay, I am then. I'm going to activate my leader here, and he's, I think for the most part, going to sort of just do the same thing, only he doesn't need to open the door. So I'll just, I guess, dash. That'll be the easiest way. Dash this, like, where, and then I think my sorcerers, my sorcerers get to move normal styles.
As opposed to?
As opposed to the 5.
Oh yes.
Right, they've got the 6.
No, they're good because they're like almost champions effectively.
And I'm putting him on engage as well. Actually, I think I'm going to kind of do it more like that. I'll do it like that. There we go.
Okay, so I guess the other thing to note is where doors are.
Yeah, so we've got door here, door here,
here, and here.
Yeah.
So it's like you can get through here and through here.
Yeah, you know, it actually might be really cool for people because
we could just mark them.
I don't really mind doing it. Yeah.
It would help me, honestly.
Yeah. That's gonna be my activation on that guy there.
Okay. I just want to try and think how I want to. Yeah, that'll definitely help.
Sure, many people in Twitch chat are like, yes.
I would do this with my own set. Like
I think I might just
I've thought
leave
of
it on,
like painting like a light or something, like just in like a video game style, like visual indicator.
That's a great idea, yeah.
Like something that's like
just
in
something
world,
to make it pop
but
a little
like,
bit.
You know, once you learn, like, the bright light above each door is like, you know, the zone.
Yeah.
I think you could make that cool. But then also, like, practically, I'd much rather have this than nothing because like it's just going to make it easier. Because the worst is to like lose it because we moved up somewhere and didn't notice there's a door here and get absolutely goozled from the side, you know. All right, I think I'll do. Let's see. I'll activate the Assault Marine to open the door.
get on the floor.
And proceed to do the dinosaur. And then I think I just dash to the door and hope to hatch fight someone at some point. I might also just put him on engage.
You got it.
And then pass.
All right. I'm going to start here with the center. I'm going to activate this regular styles Marine.
Oh, right. You can do the flippy to let you know that you've activated them. Yep, cool.
Yeah. Activating this regular Marine. He's opening the door.
The untaped door.
The untaped. Oh, yes.
No. I'm just fucking with you.
I ran out of time.
We're never going to use that again, so.
There we go. Great. I bamboozled you. Yeah, he is literally just going to hop up to this heavy barricade.
Nice.
And stay in conceal. Pass to you.
Okay.
Seen a lot of painting of 40k miniatures, and you've seen RPG Inquisition, but you've never actually seen the miniature game played. Well, this is one of the popular ones for sure.
Fair. It's also like a lot more effort to stream a game of this online than it is to stream you painting the minis. Like,
yeah, dude.
So like, just in terms of content, you see a lot of it on YouTube, I guess. But
yeah.
I'll just move this dude, I guess. So it's I'm gonna need. I'll just dash through. Do the reverse order, and then I'm going to go with a regular move into this corner, and then open this door. Yeah, dash move open. Cool. Oh, and then he's staying on conceal for the time being.
Okay. So I'm just trying to remember. Saturate in this. So saturate is new indirect, basically.
Yes, I guess. I don't actually know.
Basically,
I know saturate in the thing says the defender cannot retain cover saves.
Right.
So it doesn't change like being targeted or anything.
Seek light is what I'm thinking.
Seek light is when selecting a valid target, operatives with a conceal order cannot use terrain for cover. If the rules seek light, they cannot use light. While this can allow operatives to be targeted, assuming they're visible, it doesn't remove their cover save. So that's the distinction. Seek light, I could shoot you, but you still get cover. Saturate would be, you can combine the two. So my sniper, for example, has both. So I can shoot you even if you're behind light cover on conceal, and you don't get to retain the cover save.
That's basically my question. So my fire buddy over here does have it on one of his psychic abilities, and I'm just kind of curious if I just want to...
It's the combo that is very powerful, but... So if you just had saturate, you wouldn't necessarily be able to shoot my dude if you're not close enough.
It's seek light that lets you shoot, saturate that makes that shot better.
Right. So because if you have seek light, you could shoot me, but I could still retain cover and save it. But yeah, so basically you would want to. The only way for you to shoot me is to get close enough that the cover doesn't matter anyway. So saturate at that point is pointless. Because you can validate the cover if you're close enough.
Yeah, so in my case, this Warp Fire buddy does have. So basically, I'm activating my Warp Fire buddy here. And I have the ability to, because I have this Astral Bombardment boon on him, it lets my Firestorm have Seek Light or Devastating one. I get to choose during that shot.
Okay.
So it basically means that I am able to shoot this Conceal homie.
Yes.
And it does have Saturate as well.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm going to activate this Warp Fire buddy.
Yep.
So you can't close the door in a single action, I don't believe, in a single activation, because you can't select the same thing twice.
Yes.
Right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap this buddy to a engage order.
Yep.
I'm moving him. I'm removing the thing so I can do this.
Which is specifically in the rules. It specifically says pick the model up, open the door, and put it back down as close as you can.
And so that's one action.
Yep.
He is then, because Firestorm does not have a range, he's going to...
Sure.
He's going to shoot some fire at this buddy.
Yep.
So this is our first attack of it. So Firestorm is 5 attack, 4 up, 2/3. Saturate, Seek Light, Torrent 2, which means it's also lethal 5. And I get to choose if I want Seek Light or Devastating. In this case, I can only shoot because I've Got Seek Light. So, so yeah, we're gonna do some shooting, I suppose.
Cool.
So we got 5 attacks because it has. So yeah, you don't get to retain any cover saves for free, but there's none of that stuff. So
Right.
I'm gonna throw these. So we have. Let's add these together here. So Firestorm is on 4-ups. So actually a hella roll.
Yep. 2 crit, 2 normal.
2 crit, 2 normal. So there's no devastating. Oh no, sorry, 3 crit because it's lethal 5-up because we're in close quarter.
Right.
So yeah, we're looking at 1 normal and 3 crits.
Oof.
Pretty,
I have
pretty good.
3+ save.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any reduction.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. I don't think I have any ploys that I want to use. I could use a Purity Seal, I suppose, to ignore a normal, but I can decide that after. Change tactic, no. Ignore stats, no. Devastator, no. Indominus, whenever they're shooting. If you roll 2 or more fails, you can start. Oh no, that's me shooting. That doesn't matter. Just Doctrine, no. Shock Assault, no. Transhuman. Okay, so if I'm being shot in the roll of defense, you can retain one of your normals as. Oh, you can retain 1 normal success as a critical instead. That's not retaining from cover, that's just that I can roll my dice, and then if I don't like it, I can pay 1 CP to retain a normal as a critical.
Yes.
That's the way I read that.
Yeah, yeah. So you can turn a normal into.
Okay.
For 1 CP, you can turn a normal into a crit save.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, in that case,
saving on
we'll
3-ups, I
roll
believe?
3-ups. Yeah. It's 2 normals and a fail.
Okay.
But all that would let me do is block a crit.
So this is 2/3.
Oh, okay. So it's not that.
It's not that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm currently taking 3, 3, 2 before I save anything.
If you'd be taking
2 crits. Oh no,
It's 3 crits and a thing. So you would,
3 crits and
One
a
of your
normal.
normals would actually be going to waste if you don't use a CP. But
okay. So, okay. Well, because I could use 2 normals to block a crit, right? That works for shooting, I
Yep.
believe. Yep. So, and then I could use the Purity Seal for another normal. So I would take a crit and a normal, which would be 5.
5 in total.
Is
Yeah.
that the best I can do? 2 to block a crit, and then the Purity Seal. It does burn my Purity Seal, and I'm burning it just to stop 2 damage. Yeah. I don't think that.
I think taking 5. You're a 14 wound model.
Well,
so.
that is taking 5. So because I'm saving.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I could also take. So I guess what's the difference? So I could take all up. If I save nothing, it's 6, 10 damage total.
Mm-hmm.
I could save 4 of that, or which is the best to save 2 normals.
No,
without using the
there's
Purity Seal.
no 2 normals. You're either saving.
Oh, it's 3 crits and 1 normal.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So I save 3 damage and then
So you're either taking 9 or doing the thing that you were saying and taking 5.
I'm taking 7, right? Because I can save a crit, which gets me down to 7 from 10.
Yep.
And that would
If
be-
you don't want to use anything else besides putting those into a crit, it's 7.
I guess the question is how likely am I to be shot in the rest of this turn? Probably not. So even though I'm using it to save 2 wounds, which isn't much, it's still better than not using it. Because you've only got...
Warflamer has Saturate, but it doesn't have Seek Light. So
And you've got...
I'd have to go over that.
After this model, you still have 3 to activate?
Yeah.
No, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 2 more to activate after this.
Did Ben's weapon have Saturate as well, Seek Light? Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't retain cover saves, but...
Yeah.
And that's what gave it the lethal 5+.
I'm lighting that shit on fire, bud.
So effectively, Saturate just meant he got lethal 5+.
Saturate is not the you were saying that it's
Oh, it's
Torrent. That is the 5.
Why did I think Saturate?
It's any of the things that are blast oriented.
Oh, I thought because Saturate's kind of like spready, but I guess I was getting confused.
Saturate
So-
is not spready.
Oh, sorry, that's what in my mind it is.
Yeah.
So the autobolt rifle has torrent.
Yeah.
The sniper has blast on one of the profiles. That's probably what I was thinking of.
So yeah, what are you doing?
Sorry.
No, it's all good, man.
So I'll block one of the crits, and I'll use the Purity Seal to block a normal, which removes 5 damage total, and then take 5.
Okay, so the Purity Seal is a ploy, or it's your
These are my equipment. So
Right, so
once
that's that 1 per turn deploy.
Once per turn, yeah. So I go from 14 down to 9.
Cool. Okay, so you'll take 5 there. And then, so he's got a flamer pistol, and that is definitely not 6 inches. So I think my best plan is, yeah, my game plan. That your sniper has the same dealio though, right? Like he's got Saturate
and I'm
Seek Light.
pretty sure I can shoot back. Now, I mean, we'll get into that
Yeah.
once I get into my activation.
So what I'm going to do is...
Although that's not light cover, that's heavy cover,
This
right?
is heavy, so that's why I'm
you're
saying what I'm probably
obscured?
going to do. Look, right now, you would be able to shoot.
Oh, because you're too close, right?
Well, it's not that I'm too close. It's that this would still grant me a cover kind of thing. But if I'm able to, what I'm gonna do is just dash and kind of just like put my back up against here.
So now I would effectively have to get like somewhere out here.
You'd have to come
get
all the way
an
over there to
angle,
do something, which I know your sniper can't do. So I'm going to,
I wouldn't. Oh, I guess I have heavy, right?
yeah, I'm gonna pass to you.
Okay.
Saturate and seek light is brutal for turn 1 shooting. Yeah, that's why I ended up grabbing a. I think the heavy barricades are cool. You only get one of them, but the portable barricade I really want to play with one of these days. But it's also a light one.
Oh, the one you can reposition. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
Cool. All right. I guess I will open the door with Captain Space Marinowski.
Space.
I guess I could put him on engage, but like that dude can pop out and shoot me. So I'm probably just gonna. Can I get there on a single move? Is my question. I think I can. So I'm going to move up there, and do you have to be on engage to guard?
Yes.
Okay, I guess I'll just guard him because there's nothing else to. Oh no! What I use? Yeah, because I used a single move, so I have an action left. So I'll just go on guard.
Yeah. That seems good.
Okay. Did I want to change my? No. I could have used him to change the doctrine, but I don't want to do that. Just leave it as it is.
Okay, I am going to activate my other sorcerer here, and he is going to remain in conceal. All he's going to do is just hug this little guy's butt to kind of try and continue having this cover, and he's going to use the temporal flux ability there.
Oh, the zoop back?
My zoop back, yeah. So basically, for this regular warrior, at the end of his next activation, he gets to, if he's still within 6 inches of that, he zoops back. So it can be within control range. So I'm actually going to put it. Sure, like this. There we go. Rock and roll.
Oh shit, that's the wrong button. Okay, right. Okay. Now the question I have is, do grenades work differently than they did? Because they're basically just a gun. The way, like, effectively in game terms, the grenade is a gun that you shoot.
Yeah. So it just follows all the same rules of like visibility and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which visibility is just like a super blanket term, which is, can you see a part of the other model from that model? And if the answer is yes, 9 times out of 10 you can throw a grenade.
Well, that's the
as long
thing,
as it's within
because
range.
like I'm trying to think like, can I just run this dude in here and throw a grenade at these guys? Because I'm trying to remember how they work. So the grenade has a range of 6. It then just has blast and saturation. It doesn't have like indirect or anything.
So you have visibility, but then the reason I was saying is because it usually grenades will have like seek light or something like that on it. This is not light.
Right.
It's a heavy.
It's heavy,
piece.
yeah.
So
yeah. But that's the thing. If you're on conceal up against heavy, if I can't see any part of you, you're safe. Except you have a very tall hat that appears to be rising over the over the ball. So like, I'm not sure.
I don't
what
actually
is
know.
the rule on hats?
So what's the thing on where the dealio on grenade?
So it just says, for example, I would probably do frag. It does range 6, blast 2, saturate. So that just means you can't retain cover. It doesn't see you through it. But I'm trying to remember, like, is there a section that says how grenade do? I don't think there is. Like, it's just basically a shooting attack with those rules. But in terms of targeting, I'm just curious, because last time there was like a thing about grenades of like, you can throw it into people in cover and then you hit people within it. But like, I'm trying to remember if there is anything in this new rules about grenades specifically.
All right, so here you go. This is the best way to do it. So can you draw a line of sight? Which is if the enemy is on conceal. The line of sight is basically can you
To the base,
Yeah,
right?
to the base,
Yes. So
which
there's
is you can't.
Right. So the visible rule is probably an old edition thing that I'm thinking of, which was like if you had banner poles on Marines, you could see them above cover and weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So your base is behind the cover. So we're back to like almost Shatterpoint style.
Yeah.
2D drawing of baselines. So okay, that makes sense. In that case, I think you've got one more to activate, or
Yes, I have this one flamer dude over here. So I get the first one, and then you get the final one.
interesting. Okay. It's kind of tricky, isn't it? The move can get me just through the hatch to there, and then I guess I'm just dashing that way to be kind of. This I feel like this guy's pretty hosed.
I mean, as long as you're like, as long as something is crossing it, you'll still retain like cover if you're within 2. Neither of these boys, if it helps you, I don't think the tempo. Oh no, that's not. So he has a warp flame pistol. Oh, and his psychic thing has blast too. Okay. So if you do group them up.
Yeah, there's kind of no way to avoid that. Okay, well, we're in it now, so. Just to like, can't see what the front of his base is. Does that look lined up?
Yep, I'm fine with it.
Okay. And then, I don't know, I'll put him on conceal, I guess. Okay. Your last two.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, but I think I'm almost just going to pass right on through with this guy. Just deciding the sniper is rough. What's the weapon profile on the Seek Light one?
On the sniper?
Yeah, on the specifically the shot that seeks light.
It is 4 attacks, 2 plus 3, 4. Saturate,
rough,
seek
dude.
light, silent.
Yeah, I'll fuck it, we ball. Here's what I'll do. What's the range on an 8? Unfortunately, I can't quite charge this dude. Because mine's only 7, which is like...
6 plus a smallie.
Mine's 5 plus a shorty, so it's like that. So not quite.
Wait, sorry, your movement is 5?
Yeah, so then
So
it'd
it's
be
5
7.
plus 2?
Yeah, so 7.
Yep.
Yeah. Which would be not quite to the end of this, it'd be like that.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, not quite enough to just charge over to that guy.
You could move dash to the cover, but then you'll get shot.
Yeah, and you can double shoot him. So,
Yes, if I don't have to move.
you don't have to move, and you can just go pop, pop.
Yep. Oh, he's also... Did I activate him in guard? No. I guarded with the captain, that's right.
Yeah. I mean,
Is there like a token for that I'm supposed to use? Probably, right?
I don't know.
Any of these look like a guard icon?
Oh, Canada. Here, have this red one. Fire.
Okay.
All right. I think if I do like a, I don't know. He's in a weird position.
Oh, I think that's probably it. There you go.
Yeah, that seems right. Cool. Yeah, that seems good. I'm going to do just a move dash.
Okay.
And guard with him, and I'm just gonna kind of put him like this, or I guess not guard. I'm just gonna do a move dash.
You have to be on engaged.
Because I'm gonna keep him in conceal.
Okay.
But for the reason that if I'm looking from the head of your guy, I think he does need to
move. Right.
He does need to move.
I need to be able to draw to both sides. I have one here.
Well, you just need to be able to, like.
So from that side of the base, can I draw to both sides? Yeah, I can.
From his head?
It's not both sides of my base. One side of my base draw isn't. I mean, that's how I.
No. I think you're correct. Yeah.
It's one side of the base draws.
But what I'm saying is from the head of your dude. I don't actually think he can see through the wall.
Matters.
Is visibility not a thing anymore?
It's from any part of my model that can any part of the model is visible. What's the actual?
So the validity of a thing is the attacker's head must be able to see some part of the defender's body.
Oh, okay, that's a new one. Okay.
That's the first part, right?
So now, my favorite tool that I didn't get used much last while is the actual. Oh, please don't tell me it doesn't work. Oh, you piece of shit.
So that's how I'm like looking at Buddy's head here.
Well, this was a laser pointer, but to be able to see I think you're right.
It strikes over.
So if the rule is that the head has to be able to see it, he definitely has to move.
Cool.
Because I thought I put in there thinking the edge of the base.
Do we want to say that you position diminish?
That's not the rule.
Okay.
I want to do it the actual rule way.
Okay.
So because that edge can definitely see both, but his head can't. Which,
got it.
Fair play.
I'm going to put him in there with the knowledge that you are at least going to be able to shoot him once, which is what I did to that guy. So
right, I have to move.
You do have to move.
I have to dash through.
Yeah.
Or even dash slightly this way to be able to see him.
Yeah.
But I have to do something.
So I'm comfortable with that. Rock and roll.
Alrighty. Okay. So let's see. My choices, because they're all heavy dash only. So if I need to move, I have to dash. And then I can shoot once. To shoot again would cost me another APL, which I won't have. So do I want to pop this optics? Whenever operators cannot be obscured. No. And I can't get anywhere where I can shoot the sorcerer in the back. I think, because I could get to here, but I can't get wide enough.
I think you could definitely take a.
I would have to move into prep. I can't dash and then shoot.
He's definitely obscured, but yeah.
I think from those previous rules, for my head to see him, I would have to be I guess I can see his hand because if his head
any
can
part
see
of the model.
any part of the model,
Yeah.
right? But then I still have to be able to draw to both sides of the base, which is now covered. So yeah, I think. Because I think when you're behind, he's on engage, behind heavy cover, which means he's obscured.
So obscured is basically if there's an interceding thing. It's not necessarily it's not for cover purposes.
Oh, so he's too close. So he's not obscured. He would just get cover, right? But I would still need to be able to. Oh no, because it's the same as the old one, right? If he's on engage, he's looking out, kind of aiming.
Yeah. So the idea is that you would still be able to shoot him, but he would still be able to retain cover saves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it's not light.
Yeah.
So, but still, I would have to dash through and move probably more than I want to, so I don't want to do that. I'm just going to dash through and pop the Marine, I guess. So we'll dash through to there, which basically puts him. Looks all right. And then I can shoot at him. He can stay on silent. Not that it matters.
He's kind of right out in the open, but
What I can do though is I can move after I've shot because the heavy rule is or is that not correct? Hang on.
I think it's that in that activation you can't use the thing.
Heavy. An operative cannot use this weapon in an activation in which it moved, and it cannot move in an activation in which it used this weapon. Okay, so they changed that because there used to be that you just shoot
move.
and then move afterwards. So you would dash, shoot, and then move back out of dodge. Okay, so I will just shoot at the Marine.
Yep.
Which is going to be 4 attacks. 2+, 3, 4. It has Seek Light, so we ignore that you're in cover. It saturates, you don't retain save, but you just get to roll them as usual. 4 attacks, 2+, 3, 4.
Cool.
The skulls on these dice are 6s, by the way.
I see 2 crits.
That's 2 crit, 2 miss. Oh no, 1 hit because it's 2+.
So damn.
1 miss.
Okay. All right.
I assume your other guys are just 3+.
Yes. Yeah. A standard Marini. So we've got 2 normals and a Misserino.
So you could block 1 crit, 1 normal. 1 crit or 1 normal, I should say.
Yeah. What is it on that one?
That one is 3/4.
3/4. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 to block a crit, and then I'm going to burn a CP to use All Is Dust. You know, the typical.
Oh, hang on. I also have rerolls because you're more than 6 inches away from my doctrine.
Take another roll then. Yeah, maybe that'll change things.
So that's another normal.
Great. All right. So I'm not going to do that. Well, I am. Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm going to
It's 2 normals,
just
2 crit. Yeah.
retain 2 normals to take out the 2 normals, and then it's 8.
8. Correct.
Maybe I'm supposed to. So if I take 2, if I get rid of a crit and nullify a normal, you said 3/4.
It's 3/4 damage. Yes, 2 crits.
It
and 2
actually
normals.
works out to be the same number.
Yes.
Because so all his dust is a ploy that I have that I can take. I can look at a normal and make it do 1 damage instead. So it works out that if I were to say take these 2 to a crit and nullify sort of one of them,
But
that's
works
3,
out,
7, and 1.
and it costs
Or
you
I just go
CP.
normal.
Yeah.
So he's just going to take 8 and goes to 6, which means he is wounded.
Cool. So that's me dashing through, shooting, and I have 1 more AP.
You dashed and shot. Yep. You cannot move.
Oh, and I can't just shoot a regular pistol because the regular pistol doesn't have seek light. But I could because I could
Oh,
use,
sure, I see what
could
you're doing,
use
yeah.
his second shot on the
Yeah.
bolt pistol, but it has
That's
to
so
be.
weird to see him go, "Patoo!"
And then that's classy as hell,
Ba-doo,
though. Is
yeah.
to shoot off the big rifle and then instead of reload it because it's faster,
Yeah.
pop off a sidearm round. That's good as hell. Can't do that though. I can't move because I shot. I've already dashed. I could close the door behind me, but that doesn't seem especially useful. I believe that's it. I believe I have no actions that I can take, so I'll pass. And that is the end of the round.
It is indeed. Cool. All right. So at the end of the round, now that is all.
Unless, did you go on guard with this guy?
No,
No, 'cause you're not
he's
engaged.
He's in
Yep.
concealed.
Okay,
yeah.
my bad.
So yeah, that is it. So at the end of the turning point, no points are going to happen. That's how it does.
1.
But we actually did do some shooting, which is very cool. And this seems like
Do the tac ops and stuff matter for turn 1?
no. I believe most of them say at each
Oh,
point
right, after
at the
first.
first,
Yep.
but sometimes you do. Usually the ones that you
Will
can
be
score in the
revealed
first.
at the start.
Yeah. So yeah, basically nothing. Nobody died. No kill ops. We're just chilling, and we get to hop on in to turning point.
That is kind of what turning point 1 is about.
Yeah, which means I think this is actually a great time for us to take our break because now we're
Okay.
going to get into the nitty gritty stuff.
Turning point 2 is the chonker.
That's the chonker one. So we're going to take a little break here to grab some water and all that kind of jazz. You should do the same. When we come back, I think it's going to get real fighty in here. A lot of which is probably going to be determined by
Marines are
this
going to punch
initiative roll.
Marines, guaranteed.
Yeah. All right. So don't go away. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to AF40K here on the Loading Ready Run channel, where we are getting into the game now. It's turning point 2.
Yeah.
We're just about to do a roll off for initiative, so yeah, let's rock and roll.
Yep. Turning point 2, no one has died. That will probably not be the case.
I didn't want that die anyway.
Pretty sure you did. That's a 1. So,
Damn it. Double ones, which in this case, it's the person who didn't get it. Isn't that how it goes on ties?
That is an actual rule.
Yeah.
Right,
Gets
it's
to
not just-
choose
it's
anyway.
not just reroll.
So
You know what?
So-
Graciously, I gave it up once before. I think Oh no, it is you.
it's
isn't
me.
It?
I get to. I get the
Because
thing.
I gave it up. Damn, I was being all smug and shit. Yes, it's not me. I don't win it. So because we tied and I won the initiative last time, but gave it to Ben, you now get to choose.
Well, so you had
Because I had the initiative, but I had the choice,
no,
but I
no.
gave you initiative.
So that
now
means
it is
you
me.
get it.
Now I get,
on a
I
tie.
get to choose, and I can take it for
Yes.
myself.
Yeah.
I would like to take it for
Great.
myself.
Okay. Yes.
We got
That's
there.
right. I forgot about that. That was the whole thing where it's like you could give it to me to.
Yeah, but then I tried to remember, did it matter that I chose or did it matter who I gave? And I think it's who I gave.
I'm cool either way. The main reason being we get to do that new thing in this edition, which is you get a command point and I get 2 command
True,
points.
that's true. But I also get first activation.
It's true, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
I have to choose a strategic ploy first, which is what I am going to do. I am going to pick one of my faves, and one of the main reasons I was really excited to play this team, which is Fate itself is my weapon. So I'm going to roll 2 die.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 6 and a 3.
Oh, this is your dice thing, yeah.
And what this is I get to save these die. I get to put them away onto the side. And at any point during the firefight, this next coming firefight phase.
These or something that's not your dice that you're rolling so we don't accidentally.
No, it's okay. I've got a ton.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I can sub those dice in for one of my rolls or one of Funk's rolls.
Yeah, it's a 6 and a 3.
It's a 6 and a 3.
Okay.
So they're
When
actually
called
not
for.
bad, but I know you've got a couple of 4-ups, so I might be able to throw that one at your face.
Maybe.
So that cost me 1.
Okay.
Zinch are really horny for fate. It's crazy.
Okay, I get it. Okay. Righto. So I now can also do ploy
Yeah.
if I choose.
So that means, Ben, essentially you can have a crit on any attack.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, or fail a save, or but he can only use. So you can use one of the die. You can use both of them at once.
Yeah, so basically you can use one of your reserve dice to replace one of the d6 rolled for a sequence. That replacement die cannot be re-rolled or retained as a success or a critical success if it is not, is discarded at the end of the sequence. Also, if the combined result of both reserve dice is less than 9, discard the other die. You cannot use more than one reserve. So basically this is saying, if I rolled 2 1s, I couldn't keep both of the 1s and use them to fuck up 2 rolls. But in this case, I rolled exactly 9, which means I get to keep both of these.
Right.
I have 2 opportunities to do a thing.
Yep.
I could also give Funko a crit, it's true.
I'm just trying to decide if I want to play this. This is shooting specifically. I don't know how much shooting I'm going to do. I guess probably a decent tip. Just depends. No, I will spend 1 CP for Assault Doctrine, which is I get to give weapons balanced, which is re-roll 1 dice, in fighting or retaliating.
It's just the bolt weapon specifically, I assume?
No, so just
weapons.
whenever an Angel of Death operative is X, its weapons have the balance rule. X is the combat doctrine you selected. Devastate is shooting more than 6 inches away.
Damn.
Tactical is within 6 inches, and Assault is fighting or retaliating. So
You got it.
when I fight or retaliate for this turn, I can re-roll 1 die.
Okay.
And that cost me 1 CP. Did I pay for that?
Yes, you did. Do you have a lot of piercing on your team? I know you got a plasma gun, but I didn't see any
So I got a
piercing on your
plasma
sniper.
pistol. I've got...
That one guy's got the nipple piercing.
It's true. I have crack grenades, which I think have piercing
Sure.
1.
Right.
The supercharged plasma pistol has piercing 1. The heavy, like the mortis round for the sniper, has devastating 3, piercing 1.
Okay.
Huck has crack grenade as well. I think that's it. Yeah. So it's plasma on the leader, one of the sniper profiles, and then the grenade launcher and the grenade yeeter.
I think we're chilling. I'm going to pass.
Okay. I will also pass.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you get the first activation.
Okay. I think it's going to probably be my captain. Could be my captain. Or... So back there is a Marine and a Sorcerer. I guess it's the same, right? Marine, Sorcerer in each lane so far.
Yeah.
Okay. So... Right, my couple of thoughts are, I could try and move this dude up and get a shot on the mans with the crack grenade. I don't think that's super valuable. I could take my leader and charge him into close combat and fight twice, and probably fight one or both of them. Or I move up, throw a grenade into them, because I can hit both with a frag grenade, and then either shoot or charge, depending how I'm feeling. I think I like that, because I can still do the leader afterwards. That's my thinking.
Does it take an AP to tag the
It does.
control point?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So we have to start looting too. Interesting. And then...
And these have to be retagged
Right.
every turn, right?
And if they're taken, no one else can take them. So in theory, loot with the leader, charge, fight wouldn't be a terrible option. Or I could move to get... I don't know if I can move to put a nade on one of them. I think they're both kind of well tucked in there. And I don't think I could move nade and take the point.
Well, so
But you also can't take the point if I'm controlling it. You would have to, like, if you just move one dude up there,
Yeah.
my guy's in control, so you can't take it from me while my commander
We
is
would be
there.
tied, so
you would
neither
need
one, yeah.
two dudes, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, I'm not going to loot just yet. I'll probably end up looting with the commander, I think, or maybe this asshole. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So instead, I'm going to activate the assault mans. I did put me on fight mode, which is silly because now I'm about to shoot with a grenade, technically. But whatever, we're just going to fucking roll with it. Okay, so I'm going to... Oh, I can't charge into combat if I moved. If I move and shoot, you can charge or move.
yeah.
Maybe I am taking... Or then just dashing back onto the point. Because I can counteract and do a mission objective too. That's a new thing. So I could counteract with this guy and loot as my thing. If I wanted to. All right, I'm just going to move up to where I can shoot. So I'm going to move here, I think. So do you reckon if I move into that corner there, that then I can throw a grenade on that back dude and tag the other guy?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, well, so here's the thing.
So the rule is that I need to see him from the head, which I can.
So that just describes if you're visible. So he is absolutely visible.
Yeah.
And then what you do is from any point on your model, if you can completely, because this is a heavy piece of terrain, right?
Yeah. I have to be able to draw to both sides of the base, right?
Yeah.
So from the outside edge, I can get to your back base. It is crossing the model. I don't know if that matters. Like it's crossing over the... I don't know if actually... Yeah, it's crossing over that model's base to get to the edge, but it's not crossing the terrain.
Yeah, so I think you're fine.
I think that's okay.
Yep.
Okay. So the frag grenade from this dude is a range 6 blast to saturate, so you don't get to retain cover. It's 4 attacks. I'm not re-rolling because I chose fight instead of shoot.
Sure.
So it's just blast 2, which gives it lethal 5+. Blast just means I can roll the same attack as the dude next to him, I assume.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, it's just you'll make a second attack after.
Cool. All right. So 4 attacks, 3+, 2, 4. Not exactly crazy damage, but you never know.
That's a frag grenade.
Yikes. So that's 2 hits. Yep.
Okay.
Unless I command reroll, but I don't think that's worth it. I'm just going to go with 2 hits.
So this will be.
Oh, so this is the guy at the back to start.
Yeah, we're starting with the sorcerer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we would save 1, and then it would be 1 normal coming in. So 2.
2 damage. Yep.
Sure. So it goes to 12. And then we'll do the other guy.
Yep.
Rock and roll, man.
Cool. So this guy. If it's 2 shoots, a bolt weapon. Okay, so he can shoot with his bolt pistol as well, if he chooses.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So 4 attacks. Oh, sorry. Okay. 3 normals on that one.
3 normals.
Damn, I really needed those crits.
We got 2 normals and a crit.
Okay, so you block all of them.
Yeah.
Yep. And
You have
then-
experienced my experience with grenades, and in this I'm like, all right. I mean,
I wasn't paying attention to the 5s, but I don't think I got any crits there. I'll just assume I didn't because I wasn't paying attention.
I think there were. Your first roll was 2 4s that hit me.
I think they were all 4s.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could take a shot with the bolt pistol, which is range 8, which is close enough. It does have piercing crits 1. 4 attacks, 3+, 3, 4. So that means if I roll a crit, you lose 1
dice.
save.
Yeah.
Okay. So my options, I guess I can... He has moved and he has thrown a frag, so... my options would be to dash back in the control point, but that's only if you put 2 bodies on it, which you probably won't do.
So there's the aspect where I could put like a body on there, and then that requires you to activate the next one, or else I can just send another guy and
Right.
And
So it
take
makes sense for me to want to probably dash back here on the point to be...
Okay.
But I guess that doesn't... I don't need to be on there because I may as well just dash to here because I'm on engage because I shot. So being slightly behind the car, I guess it would give me a cover save, but like whatever. I'll just stand there. Yeah, so then I dash after I do my shoot.
Oakley dokley.
How does equipment work? Is it an action? I guess it's an action, right, to use smoke grenades and stuff, isn't it?
It's an AP.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. Cool. That's my first activation is the Grenade Man.
Rock
we did a disappointing amount of damage with the old frag. Mm-hmm. Might have been better off just throwing a crack straight at one and trying to secure a kill, but hey, we take the grouped units where opportunity presents.
Yeah, okay.
I think you can get dash close enough to open that.
That's what I'm
you're
doing,
within
yeah.
like an inch, I think you can open it.
Problem is, I would prefer it not to be him. So this is my leader. I'm either looking at this, activating this leader or this flamer. And so my leader has Doombolt, which is pretty hot. It's got devastating 2, lethal 5, which is gross.
Sounds bad.
But then also, I just like flaming. Okay.
ABF, always be flaming.
I think... Opening this door is so annoying.
Yeah, I thought about opening it, and then I was like, wait, no, that's very bad for me. I feel like a lot of Gallo Dark is who's paying the tax on opening the door.
Exactly, yeah. That was why I thought about... Oh, actually...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I could do something neat here. Not entirely, but... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I don't know if this is good, but it seems really neat.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate my leader.
Okay.
He is going to, when he activates, he's going to use the scroll that I gave him.
Sure.
He's going to get the Zinch boon, which is mutant appendage. And what that does is he can do a mission action for free.
Right.
So he's going to dash and open this door for free. The dash 1, open the door for free.
Right.
And now he's still got 2. And I think what I'm just going to do is he's going to fire off a Doom Bolt at your captain here.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what he's doing.
Okie dokie.
I just want to make sure here. That I kind of do this in a smart way.
I was going to say,
that.
you probably want to make sure that you can draw to both sides of me without crossing cover.
I think you still are going to get cover.
I think
here.
I get cover.
For sure.
Yeah,
for
I think
sure.
it's a small amount.
It does not have a seek light there.
Okay.
But it's going to be 4 attacks, 3 ups, 4-2, devastating 2, lethal 5 up.
Okay. This could go bad.
So
I have the Iron Halo to just a scratch a normal if I need to, and I also have the Purity Seal to turn. What does that do again? Turn a crit into a normal. I think.
I don't know.
I can find out.
I'm going to throw some dice while you're looking. All right, so got that and that.
Oh no, that's different. That's when I'm attacking something, not when I'm being shot.
Okay, I am going to do some fate. I'm going to throw this crit in there. So I've got 2 crits and 2 normals. So right away, you're going to take 4 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Because he's got devastating 2, so for each crit,
Yep.
you're going to take 2.
Okay. So he starts at 15, so I'm taking 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go to 11.
And you get to roll some savies.
Okay. So I took 4 off the jump, and then I'm defending against 2 crits and 2 normals. Okay. So I do get cover.
So you just get to retain a normal if you'd like.
Yes, and I could pay for Transhuman to retain a normal as a crit if I want. I think for now I will just retain one as a normal, because I could just do that, and then I can roll these and then decide if I want to pay for transhuman, depending on what my roll goes.
Sure.
So I'm basically looking for, but either way I'm taking a normal, because I can't save 4 shots. And your weapon profile is... Damage profile, sorry?
Oh, it's
outside the mortals.
4-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to take...
So you've already
So I'm
taken
automatically
half the
taking
damage from the
4.
crits.
So minimum taking another 4 damage, which means I'm down to 7. Okay. That's not great. So that's 1 whiff and then another normal. So I can save 2 normals and just take 4 damage.
So if you save 2 normals, yes, it would be
You just take 2 additional
take 4.
damage. Yeah. So that's actually kind of like a... Short of saving all of it, that's kind of the best result.
Yeah, I mean, it's still 8 damage, so you go to 6 and you're wounded, but yeah.
Because I'm on 11, so it still take 4.
Right, 4, so it puts you to 7. You're 15.
So I started on 15, I took 4, go to 11, then I take 4 more and go to 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, he's wounded, but he's still alive.
Yeah, so I am injured. Is wounded now the term?
Injured or wounded?
Whatever.
I've been
Yeah,
using
so
pretty
this would mean that
interchangeably.
my weapon skill and ballistic skill are reduced.
And you lose 2 inches of move.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. At least that's what it was in the last edition. I gotta remember what wounded is like. Great. Okay, so that was 2 actions. And I think the last thing that I will do is I'm gonna cast a spell called Protected by Fate. So he's gonna target himself. This is basically a... Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Right, you don't care about APL lowering.
Yep.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's actually really gross. It's... So Ravage Destiny is,
Right.
I make the target's APL 1 lower.
Right.
You have to re-roll attack results of 6, and when determining control of a marker... Oh, sorry. It is not a change of the APL stat. It's... Oh, I should have done that in such a different way. That's really funny. Ravaged by Destiny is whenever that enemy is shooting, fighting, or retaliating, your opponent must re-roll all results of 6, and whenever determining control of a marker, treat that APL stat as 1
Right,
lower.
so it doesn't lower my APL, it just lowers
it makes
for
it easier.
purposes of control.
So I'm deciding on if I want to...
So right now, if you had 2 operatives, you would have control, but if you put 1 on here, I still have...
Yep.
Because it's 5 APL to your 3.
Yep. Yeah, I think that is fine. Sorry, I scooted him, but yeah, I want to do it. I wanted to do this basically so that I could go like this, shoot, open, loot.
Right.
Was my whole.
Why can't you?
No, nothing. I just no. That was it.
Okay.
I'm just explaining my thought process here.
Yeah.
So I am going to loot this. This one counts as being looted for the turn, and I will score a victory point.
Yep.
Boop. That seems good. I will pass to you.
Okay.
Right. I guess you scored immediately because you can't steal it back or anything.
It cannot be stolen, but yeah, it just says whenever a friendly performs the loot action, you score it.
Yep.
Yeah. Great. Pass to you, friend.
Okay.
Wounding the leader's pretty tight.
That is that messes me up because now my attack is like, you know.
Right. So I still have this magical 3 in my fate die.
Oh, did you use a 6 on something?
On that one. On that roll.
Okay.
I was like, if I can just guarantee to push 2 into this guy, I will take it.
So I also have reduced movement as well, right?
So you move 4.
So I move 4. So I charge 6.
Yeah.
So I probably now can't even charge into. It's 1 to there. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think you can be within control.
I can probably
Totes,
fight
man.
the first guy. I don't know if I can fight the second guy.
You will.
Well, okay, 1 or 2 things. Either I can fight if I kill the first one, because they're both wounded. Oh no, the second
This
guy's
one's
wounded.
had 2 damage
so
in
they're
total.
basically not wounded.
Yeah.
So it's potentially, if I kill the first guy, I could shoot the second guy or fight him if he's
he's still going to be within control, which is like...
Well, that's what I mean. So I can either fight him, and if he's out of control, then I can shoot him. It's one or the other, assuming I kill the first guy.
Totally.
Funko, do you not have a thing that lets you ignore wounded?
So
condition?
it's different. So I can ignore APL reduction. It doesn't let me ignore the injured status. Injured reduces movement and reduces weapon ballistic skill. Annoyingly, I'd have a ploy that I can pay for that in strategy phase. I did not pay for it because I didn't expect my very chunky Space Marines to get shot to half instantly. In hindsight...
You never think you're going to get wounded.
In hindsight, I should have paid for that, for sure. But I did not. So I can do that next turn. For now, though, the leader is stuck being worse. So it turns out he can probably charge. In his fighting, he would be 1 worse weapon skill. So he would be 5 attacks, 4 plus 5, 7, which is rough.
That's spooky.
Because now you can use a 3 to make one of them miss.
Yeah, and if you're fighting my warriors, they are 5 attack, because we have 4 attack, 3 up, 3 4. So
yeah, it's fists, right?
It's fists, but I gave them dragger, maw weapons or whatever the equip is. It just gives them 1 extra attack. So typically,
fists, but plus 1 attack. Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. The alternate option is to go straight for your leader. Who's that dude, right?
Yep.
But he's already activated. Generally speaking, I'd rather gum up your backline. I think.
Yeah, this is a regular. This is my warrior and the Healy sorcerer, but he's also. I mean, the Healy sorcerer fucks too.
Yeah. So
all the sorcerers fuck. They fuck.
Okay, so I can change his thing afterwards if we want to switch to shoot from. I guess I also don't have to activate him right now. Open, charge, fight. I don't hate that. Can you shoot through? What about looking through? Basically, I'm thinking if I charge this guy in here, can this guy not shoot through to my leader at that point? Because there's bodies in the way. He
I believe so, yeah.
Because he's 2 inches back.
Yeah.
So you would have to shoot here, but he's engaged in...
So I would be able to shoot him. Obscurity does not stop shooting. Obscurity is different in 3.
Oh, okay.
The best way to think about it is 9 times out of 10 you can take the shot. What obscurity basically does is if it's concealed, yes, it would stop there. Okay. But because this guy has an engage order, I can still take the shot. You just get to retain a free thing. There was a new change in the rule though that you don't get a cover and an obscurity die. So you pick one or the other. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
9 times out of 10, if somebody is on an engage order, you can probably shoot them.
Okay.
They just get like defensive stuff.
Well, I still think this is still fighting a guy who's already activated, which I think is generally a shit idea. So
yeah, because I get to fight back.
You just get extra stuff. Whereas I'd rather have the potential to stop you doing something.
Yeah. Who knows how the rolls are going to go?
What is the flag token for?
That's the tracer bloop back thing that I can do.
Oh, that lasts until the next
until
turn?
the end of their next activation. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to charge that guy. We decided that he can move to here.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah.
With the charge,
yeah.
Even though he's injured. So that's my first action. I'm not. Do I want? I think I'm trying. I guess I could have looted, charge, and fought, but I'm only going to get the 1 fight, or I can charge, fight. I guess the thing is, even if you move this dude through here, you still don't have more APL than me. So I think that's pretty safe. Yeah, so I'm just going to charge, and then I'm going to do at least 1 fight.
Okay.
So we'll charge the captain in. He has 5 attacks. I'm going to be fighting... I guess I can fight either, right?
Whoever you want, yeah.
If I kill the sorceress, it doesn't really change the Marine's profile at all. He just has less APL.
As long as I'm not within 9, which...
You probably are still within 9 of that dude.
Of that dude.
So it probably won't matter. But I'll fight the sorcerer first.
Okay.
So 5 attacks with a power fist. Assume I don't want to use anything to suit me up. I do get a single reroll because of my doctrine from pregame.
So he's got for his melee, it's a force stave, which is 4 attacks, 3 up, 4, 6 shock. Shock is if I put a crit into him, I get to discard one of your normal attacks.
Oh, okay. I can also do that. I just have to pay a CP for it. And then it grants, when you For the first time you strike during that sequence, you inflict 1 additional damage to a maximum of 7.
Nice. All right. Well,
Shock as well. Do I want to shock? It won't improve my crits. It would improve my normals. It's a shock weapon roll, and shock's the one where if I assign a crit, it discards a normal.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. I'll pay 1 for shock as I attack. Let's roll.
Oh boy, buddy, I've been there.
To remove the shadows so we can see that shame.
Oh my goodness, buddy, I've been there.
Every single dice hit. Now, miss. I can use my. So, okay, a couple of things. I have rerolls.
Cool.
Because I have 1.
Does he have ceaseless?
He has balanced. I don't think.
Oh, dude.
Because I have
ceaseless would have been tight there.
Yeah, because I could have rerolled all
the twos. Yeah.
No, he just has brutal, so you can only parry with crits.
Okay.
I can reroll a die, and I have 1 CP left if I want to pay for a command reroll, but I don't think I do.
That's tough.
I can use the Purity Seal once per turning point when it is right. If you 2 or more fails, so I can reroll 1 and turn 2 fails into 1 normal. Mm-hmm. This is pretty.
It's pretty bleak. He's probably dead. Yeah. I mean, I have to wait for your.
Sure. I'm going to reroll 1 because I have that option. Okay, that's a hit. Okay. That's a normal.
All right.
And then I can turn another into a normal. But now, if you roll a crit, you get to discard one of my normals. I get to hit first.
You get to go first. So you've done all your things. Was any more of that using CP or anything?
I guess I could command CP 1 more. Because the real fear is
that
that
you did for the. All right.
No. Because I use Purity Seal, which is once per turning point.
Okay.
I had a reroll from balanced.
Okay.
I can still pay a CP to use 1 more.
Yeah, you could turn this into a thing.
The problem is
Then
I
you go
feel
to
like
0.
I feel like I'm going to die if I don't. That's the problem.
Well, so here's the thing with how with how it works. Unless you do unless you're spending most of your turn parrying, you're probably going to die.
Yeah, because I mean, if I roll a crit, I can do 7 to you. That leaves you to 5. I can 2-shot you.
I mean, with 12 wounds, you can 2-shot me.
Because I do 7 on crit and then 5 on normal.
Oh, sure.
So I can just.
I can also turn 1 of those into 1 damage with the Allah's Dust Firefight Play.
Oh, you can just choose to do that?
Yeah. When an attack die inflicts normal damage on a friendly.
Okay. So
on a rubric or marine, so not on a sorcerer.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pay for the CP.
All right, he's going
to
0.
This is always a terrible idea. I need
4
a crit.
up.
I need a crit. I need
a crit. You specifically need a 6.
Yes, because I don't have lethal 5 anything. Right. This is just Power Fist. Really, Power Fist doesn't have lethal 5. It's just brutal. God damn it. Nope. Just rolled another 2. Why not? Should have changed the dice. Okay, so you can roll yours.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's the ball game.
Okay, so I got 2 normals
and a crit. And when you crit me, I lose a normal. So all I can do is hit you once and then die.
Yeah, well, you could. So what is it? It's 4, 6. So if you parried 1 and then I crit you, hit you, it's 10 damage. Yeah. So you can put 1 in me and then he's gone. That was a.
Okay, so
I have. I've been there.
I can Iron Halo. Did I already Iron Halo?
I don't know.
In the previous attack?
I mean, you have no CP. I don't know if that's.
No. Iron Halo is one of his abilities.
Okay.
So I just don't remember because he's the one that got shot. Did I use it when I got Doombolted?
Nope.
Once per battle, when the attack inflicts normal damage, you can ignore that inflicted damage.
You definitely ignored some amount of things. It was 2 normals and a crit. You rolled.
Oh, I can use 2 to parry a crit though, right?
Not in attack, not in combat.
Oh, you're right. Right. You can use a crit to parry a normal.
But it's combat shooting. You can use a crit.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I don't think it's one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah, because crits can parry down, and then brutal makes it so you can only parry crits with crits. But oh no, you can only parry with crits, so you couldn't parry normals except with a crit. Is what brutal does.
Sorcerers ain't dust. It's true.
Okay,
right.
So I guess I'm just punching you for 5.
Okay, so he goes down to 8.
Right, because you have.
Yeah,
a crit and 2 normal. So even if I couldn't parry the crit, but even if I could.
Yeah, no, it's the same sort of route where.
So I use a normal, hit you for 5. You then crit me, which discards my normal.
Yeah, which is 6 because you're shocked, and then you've got nothing, and I send in another normal, which is 10,
which is dead.
So I've got him gone.
So wait, do you then send in a normal?
Yeah.
So I can purity seal that, but then you still have one normal left, right?
Yes. I had 2 normals and a crit.
So could I have lived, in fact, then? Because if I parry one of your normals instead of damaging you, you then hit me with a crit, which is 6, discarding my remaining normal. So I'm on 1 HP. Then you have 1 more normal remaining.
So didn't you Purity Seal to reroll? What does Purity Seal
Purity
do?
Seal is just a scratch. It takes a normal die and ignores it once.
Okay, but what was the... So you Purity Seal to reroll as well?
Purity Seal is when I'm attacking. If I have 2 misses, I can discard one of them to turn it into a normal.
Can you read me what Purity Seal does?
Yep.
Sorry, because we've said Purity Seal nullifies damage. It also rerolls.
Sorry, I am probably misspeaking. Yeah. Sorry. The Purity Seal is when I'm attacking. That let me add 1 normal back in.
Okay.
The thing I then kept saying when I was referring to Purity Seal is actually called Iron Halo.
Okay.
Which is the captain's ability to use just a scratch once per battle to ignore the damage from a normal die.
Gotcha.
And I don't think I used that in the Doom Bolt fire. Sorry, I'm not trying to be dodgy.
No. I don't recall.
I'm using the wrong name for
Yeah.
multiple
I don't
things.
recall if you used it in the first one.
I
So
don't
if that
think
is the
I did.
case,
Yeah.
then what you could do is you could parry this.
Yes.
I shock you, right?
With the crit, which
Yeah.
means I take 6 and go to 1.
Go to 1, and then I'm sending a normal, which you're just a scratching.
Which also discards my last normal as part of the shock.
Yes.
Right? And then you have 1 more normal, which you send in, and I can just a scratch
But
that.
just a scratch in this is, I thought it's reducing it to 1 or only reducing the damage by 1. Just a
So-
scratch is
oh,
not
sorry,
what
sorry.
it
I'm
used to
using
be.
that's probably what Just a Scratch used to be. I don't know. Sorry, Iron Halo, the ability says once per battle, when an attack die inflicts normal damage on this operative, you can ignore that inflicted damage.
Great, so your guy could go to 1.
Yes.
Then, yeah.
Okay.
Cool, okay.
Okay.
So you charged, you hit.
Okay. And
He's at 1.
And he's at 1. So that means you took 5 from my initial thing and took you to 8.
Yep.
So if I fight him again, the best I could do would be 1 crit, taking him to 1 HP, but then I would die on the crackback.
Yep.
So I could fall back for 1. That's not great. Man, none of the options
I
here
don't
are
think you
great.
can fall back after you charge, because it's considered in the reposition.
Oh, you're totally right. It does make that up, so I can't fall back. I guess I just have to...
We're going to mark down, I don't know if there's a way to mark, but Iron Halo is gone.
Iron Halo is
That's
gone,
how
yeah,
we remember
I
it.
that. Yeah. I guess I just fight again and then go in for a big old crit.
Rock and roll.
And then hope you roll bad and maybe I can live. That's I guess if you don't roll
It's true.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a crit, a normal, and a normal. Yep, because it's 3 plus to 4 plus, so that one doesn't
I
count.
am going to fate.
Although I have a balance, so I get you
yeah,
get to
you
reroll
reroll 1.
which doesn't matter.
All right, I'm going to fate that crit into a 3.
Okay,
Which
so
means
that
it's a miss
becomes
now for you.
A 3, which is a miss. Yep.
And then I will roll.
Which I really needed because I needed to shock.
Yeah.
Although
I gotta.
shock might not be in play anymore because that was the previous.
Is it just for that fight?
Oh, it's during that activation.
So you
Oh,
got
no,
shocked for
that's-
the whole
sorry,
thing?
that's the thing. Oh no, it's when it's performing the fight action. So I'm thinking that's for the previous.
It was for the previous one. If that's what it says
think
on
that's
there.
it,
Yeah. All right. So I got a crit and 2 hits. So I assume you're hitting me and then I'm killing you.
Yep. So you take 5 and then I die.
All right. They go to 3.
Does that trigger any tack ploys on your behalf?
No tack, but it does. It's my. So we have 6 models. My kill grade does go to 1.
Yes.
So that's going to be worth 1 victory point.
And that was my leader, which is not great.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. I guess I should probably use it before I lose it here with this sorcerer. This little dingus is kind of hanging out here, making it so I can't just like put a person on there. I guess actually like what I could do. Okay, I got an idea. I'm gonna activate the Temperian wizard here. First thing he's gonna do is he's gonna spend 1 AP to do Reconstitution Ritual, which is his heal.
Okay.
It is 2d6 lost wounds get healed up here.
2d6?
2d6.
What the fuck?
Sorry, 2d3.
Okay. That's
2d6 would
very
be
different.
absurd, but this is also still a pretty absurd roll, which
So
is
different.
6 wounds. I'm gonna heal here with a 5 and a 6. So I go to 8.
Four. I can
sorry.
see why it's a good kill team.
Yeah, sorry, I was at 3 or 2?
You're at 3,
I was
so
at 3.
you go.
So I go to 9.
Yep. That's
That was a hell of a
real
roll.
good.
Yeah, not bad. I guess what? Sorry, and I'm going on engage here.
Okay.
with this friendo. So I guess I could just pop off a shot. So my thought process is I want to hop into combat, like melee with this dude, which makes shooting him impossible, and that guy's already activated, so he can't really hit. But I could also just kill him and try and cap. Which sounds pretty good. I guess I probably should have healed. I should have done this in not a dumbass order. But that's fine. That's how we live in. So instead, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to fire off a... He's at 9, so he's no longer wounded. I'm going to fire off the... Is a Warp Flame pistol better than shooting you with a Flux Blast?
I have no idea.
Yes. Well, okay, so it's easier to hit with the pistol.
That makes sense.
But this has... What is rending again? If you retain any crits, retain 1 normal as a crit instead, and crits are 4. He's at full right now?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess I could also just shoot. So I'm going to start off with the Flux Blast.
Okay, you might have to move to shoot.
Well, my guy can see you, right?
Depends if he has to draw to the base, so...
No. So visibility is just, can my
From
head...
his head, he can see him. You can definitely see him.
Yeah.
And then you need to draw to the full amount of my base, not through cover.
I can, through... So so it's not through cover. Like, what I'm saying is, if this part of my waist, it's going past this. Absolutely 100%. So your guy...
Okay.
So then obscurity starts coming into play here. Because I'm within 2 inches of this, it's not obscuring.
Right,
it,
yeah.
Right? So this is just a regular
Obscuring would
shot.
just give me...
It would give you a defense dice.
Okay.
Yeah. But in this...
Trying to get my head around what the
It's really different, but what I've basically come to learn in this is if someone is in engage, 9 times out of 10, you can just blast them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you're that close, yeah. Because, that's the same as the old one. If you're within 1 inch... Well, I think it was within 2 in the old one. It ignores any cover or anything like that.
Sure. So yeah, I'm going to Flux Blast you.
Okay.
4 attacks coming in, hitting on 3s. We've got 3 normals. No fans. Oh, sorry. Because this has Blast.
Lethal 5+.
Lethal 5 up. So it's 2 hits and a crit.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Sorry. You're welcome to it's... So because it's lethal 5 up, which turns this into a crit, rending turns one of my normals into a crit. So it's 2 crits and a hit.
Yep, that's cool. So I got 2 normals and a crit.
Wow, nice. Okay.
So I can block one of the crits, and then I guess it just makes sense to block the remaining crit with the last 2.
Sure, yeah, and you'd take 3.
Yep. So that drops to 11.
Damn, let's go Space Marine.
That's first shot.
That's first shot. Yeah, no, I guess I'll just... So you're within 6? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so yeah, Warp Flamer coming on in. Piercing 1.
Okay. So that means I lose a save.
You will lose a save, yeah. Unless you've got, like, Piercing Ignoring or something. Which I know a lot of, like, elite teams do.
No, I don't think so.
The whole ding-ding thing hits, because it's hitting on 2. Torrent 1 means that lethal 5 up, so we've got 2 crits, 2 hits. Doesn't matter, it's a flamer, it's 3/3 anyway. I guess for...
It does for saves.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I save a crit and a normal.
Great. So 6.
Okay.
Coming on in.
So go down to 5.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 3 actions.
And injured. Yeah, definitely should have paid for that ignore injured. Okie dokie. And then he's got 1 action left?
No, that was it. So he started with healing. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I kind of did this.
Right.
I did this in a little bit of a dumbass order, but that's okay.
Would that really have changed it?
Well, so if I took 2 shots, then my last thing that I would have done is hop in
Right,
and charge
because
him.
I have now 1 APL less.
Yeah.
Well,
but that's okay. What I can do is try and like charge this guy in. Kill him
No, because I don't lose APL for being injured.
No.
So even you moving on to the point wouldn't. I guess you would prep it for the other guy to move.
Yeah,
up.
it would be tied up too as well. Yeah, that's him. Go for it, buddy.
Okey-dokey.
Oh wait, no, that's fine. There's a cool firefight ploy that after a sorcerer is done, I can spend a CP to let him do a free dash no matter what he's done.
Cool.
Which is kind of neat, but we're chilling.
Okay.
I know. Oh yeah. I think I might have should have done this in a different order.
I'm a bit concerned about him getting low enough that, in theory, I mean, I don't think the Marine could shoot him again without moving first.
No, I'm definitely gonna have to hop this Marine out.
So I don't think you could I was worried about shoot, move, loot, but I don't think that's really possible.
The Sorcerer was able, I think, to take a free shot. This homie, he's like tucked, so he's got to come out for sure.
So I can probably, I mean, I guess this guy could move through, but then he's still contesting because I don't lose APL for being injured. So you would still need 2 on there. So I think I'm still safe not looting that yet. I definitely don't want you to loot this because if I let you get up 2, that's really hard to come back from. So I think I got to loot.
You're activating the grenade boy.
Yeah, I'm wondering. So I don't think. He's just got fists, so moving him into combat. I can't.
I've
kill
also
him
just
in
got
one.
fists.
I know, but I can't kill you in one hit.
I got souped up.
I
fists.
also only have 6.
You got 9.
I guess I charge, so I could hit, you hit, I hit again, and then I'm kind of protected, but I wouldn't be on.
That guy can do the all his dust thing.
I wouldn't be on. I would have to be on engage to charge and then fight. Loot, charge, fight. Sketchy. Loot. Can't shoot unless I get close enough. Loot, dash, shoot, and then be shot in turn. I'm kind of worried about being shot in turn is my main thing.
That's just a,
Yeah.
general fear.
I guess. How bad is it for me to lose? I'm already down 1. If I lose another, I can pretty safely kill 1. Then, all right. Well, no time like living. I'll loot this point.
You got it.
Victory
Victory point.
point.
We're all tied up.
We'll switch him to engage. I guess I do still have the rerolls on fight, which is funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm then going to take my my grenade marine, grenade shooting marine, and charge him into close combat.
Okay.
And then fight your man.
You got it.
So I'm doing, this is so stupid, 4 attacks. I'm not injured. Your guy is, however.
He is, yeah.
4 attacks, 3 plus 3, 4, with reroll 1 die because of the doctrine, assault doctrine. Are you shitting me? 3 2s and a 5. I guess I can reroll 1. That's
a hit?
That's a hit, yeah. So
We
that's
got 2 normals?
2 normals, yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm hitting on 4s, so. This is, yeah, he's just got fists. Well. It's finally, I got new dice for today. I've been tired of rolling shit.
Okay.
So we got a crit and 2
You got a crit?
normals.
Oh, goddamn. And you're 3 4.
3-4 with these fisticuffs.
So if I don't parry any, I'm taking 10 and dying.
Yeah.
So now I need to parry to live.
You charged and fought, so I guess you could do another fight and probably just kill me that way. Right?
Yeah, but I still need to hit you. Because I can't parry the crit, so I'm going to take 4, which drops me to 5. I can then parry both the last 2 to live.
Yeah, so because you've got 2 hits, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so my suggestion would be hit me.
I hit once. And
I
then,
crit you, and then you parry my other.
Well.
Yeah. So yeah.
But if I. Yeah. No, yeah. So I'll hit you for 3 with the normal.
Okay, so it goes to 3. Oh, yeah, no, you just kill me.
No, because you could parry my last hit.
Right, yeah, right. So I parry that,
Yep.
and then I crit you for 4.
Yep. So then I go to 5.
Yeah.
And I can't fight again.
Oh,
'cause
right,
that was
but
my
here's
last
what I
action.
could do. What I could do is I could spend 1 CP and do the all is dust on the 1 normal that came through, so it only takes 1, so I go to 5.
I mean, either way, I'm not killing you.
Yeah, but in this way, it'll still require most likely 2 hits on your next roll if you're fighting me.
Oh,
again
sure, yeah.
to kill
That's
me.
unrelated.
So I'm gonna do that.
I don't have anything cool I can do to
Yeah.
make this not average.
Cool.
Yeah,
No,
so I
yeah.
can do my thing. I could have shock assault, but that doesn't matter, or else I didn't. Yeah, the Wrath of Vengeance is counteracting, but we're not there yet. And then Transhuman is retaining stuff. So yeah, that's my action. So I ran up and fought. I dropped to 5. You dropped to 5.
Okay.
And
Right,
then
you
I
looted, charged, and hit. Yeah, okay. All right, my turn. I think so. I am engaged with that guy, which is really annoying, but it also means that the sniper can't shoot me. So I'm kind of wondering if there's a cool ploy here where I actually just pop out my sorcerer and try and just blow up your sniper in the back there. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that.
Oh, really? Is that how War Machine works? The game just ends if your leader dies?
That's what happened in the one we did.
Wow.
I was kind of like doing these cool things. Jake was like, I charge up my warjack, and you like did 5 attacks into my guy, and they just died. They're like, people were like, yeah, that's how it goes. And I was like, all right.
Okay.
It ended. It was I think the quickest mini ending for one of these.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna activate my Warp Fire Sorcerer.
Okay.
So he is just going to run up, I think. Yeah, he's just gonna kind of run in. Doesn't really matter. We'll just have him go there. Because he has to come around anyway, and he's going to do a big old shoot. He's going to firestorm your... Yeah, that guy. Okay, so this, I can, like you said, he's got the astral bombardment, which was what let him do that seeking thing, but instead of seeking, because I don't really care about cover on this one, instead it can be devastating one.
Okay.
So,
right.
This is 5 attacks, 4 ups, 2-3 devastating
The sniper
1.
does have camo stuff. Hang on, let me just double check this first.
Oh,
Whenever an operative is shooting this operative, ignore the saturate weapon rule. This operative has the stealthy chapter tactic. If you select this chapter tactic, you can do both of his options. So I can retain 2 cover saves, which doesn't matter because he doesn't have cover. And then stealthy is whenever an operative is shooting this operative, if you retain cover, you can retain... No, that's... Yeah.
So it seems like he's good in cover, but I don't know if I'm like that.
No, he's open as hell. Okay, go for it.
Okay, and because it's Torrent, we're going to have lethal 5 up.
Oh, yeah, so it's a move of 7. I didn't know that.
Wow, that's speedy as hell.
Yeah.
Pretty dog shit roll, dude.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we got 1-1-3.
No piercing range. What's devastating again?
So devastating is if there's a crit, you're just going to take 1. So it is just going to be a free 1.
Oh, it's the
going
mortal
through.
wounds thing. Okay,
I'm just trying to decide right now if I want to. Yeah, I've got points. I'm going to CP reroll one of these and swap out the die. That's the trick. That's the trick. Here it is, another crit. Okay, so straight out the gate before defensive rolls, you're going to take 2, putting him to 10 because I got 2 crits.
Okay. And then I roll my save.
Yep.
No changes?
Nope, we got 2 crits, 1 hit.
That is 3 normals.
Okay. So I guess the best would just be to take 1 normal?
Yeah, because what's the weapon?
It's 2-3.
2-3. Okay. So I could block normal, and take 3, or I could block normal and crit and take 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go to 8? Yep. Cool. All right. I will then do a second psychic attack.
These dice are all bad and they're going in the sin.
He's going to now mind burn that dude. So mind burn is...
The sniper?
Yeah. Psychic, lethal 5 up, saturate, seek light, mind burn, and devastating 1. And the mind burn effect, as a reminder, is it makes the hit stat of all of until I mind burn someone else. His hits, if I get a hit on you, your hit stat will be 1 worse until the next one. Cool. So let's send it in. Mind burn, 4 ups, 1/1.
Oh, I have no CP left, so that makes it easy about whether I need to look at ploys or not.
So we have 3 crits and a normal.
Okie dokie.
So right away you're going to take 3 damage.
Okay.
From devastating 1.
So I'm going to 8 to 5.
So you're at 5? Right, okay.
Yeah, because I went from 12 to 8 and then 8 to 5.
I don't think saves get worse. Defending?
No.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's just attacking that gets worse on wounded.
I got a crit and a normal.
Okay. So you can save 1 crit, but then I've got 2 more crits.
Okay. I think that's just
It's just 2 more damage.
2 extra damage.
2 more damage, so he goes down to 3.
Yep.
And he is mind burned.
Right.
So I'll do this.
And injured.
And injured, yeah. So that seems pretty good.
Really wishing I paid for that friggin' injured ploy now. How many that would have saved? Because I also spent a CP to re-roll one of the captain dice that would have worked if he wasn't injured.
I'm terrible for playing
and
wounded
that didn't work.
teams.
So like,
Yeah.
in terms of efficiency, like that's one thing I'll take away from this game is like turn 2, probably prepay for the ignore injured stat thing because if you get, it's going to ignore. It's now 3 different people have worsened their hit stat.
Yeah.
Which that would cover for all of that with 1 CP instead of paying a reroll.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
All right, so that's 3 actions. I'm going to spend 1 last CP to do the capricious plan thing that I was telling you about, which is
dash.
after a sorcerer is done, he gets to do a free dash.
Yep. So he's now controlling that objective, but it is already looted.
It is already looted. Man, he's got some cover. I guess it's I mean, that guy doesn't care about light,
No,
but...
he will still blast away. Okay.
Oh, actually, in that case, if you don't mind, what I'd actually like to do is have him kind of be more like this up against this door. Is that cool?
Yeah. I don't think it
Just like
changes
this?
anything,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I actually want to be... There's a key reason for that. And I will pass to you.
Sure. Okay. So he's activated. I've got 1, 2, 3 remaining, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 3.
Yep.
Have you lost someone? No.
No, it just worked out because
I went first.
You had the
Right,
initiative.
Right. Okie dokie. What is the most? So that's looted. This has not been looted yet. So I probably need to get on there and just take it. Kind of sucks if that's my only play though. Oh, I could shoot the dude because he's on engage. Move there, loot, pop the sorcerer. That's probably the best option. I don't think I can save him because I can't really get up to interfere with the warrior. So I think I'm just switching to engage on this dude.
Cool.
Doing a move to here. Looting that objective.
You got it.
And then shooting the man.
Yeah, so you can absolutely take a shot. I'll probably just get a cover save unless you've got like saturate or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. One moment. Wait, what? When you use frag and correctly, doing so does not count toward the limited uses you have. You can also select locations of equipment from other options. When it is doing so, improve the hit stat of that weapon by 1. Wait, he gets a +1 on grenade hits? Oh, is that normally a 4+? Is that what frag grenades are? And he moves it to 3?
Maybe, yeah. I think grenades are typically 4+, yeah.
Okay, so that means if this guy threw a grenade, it would then be 4+. Because that was what I was thinking was the regular Marine has access to... Oh, I didn't purchase grenades.
You didn't purchase
Right, it's just the Grenadier has
You grabbed
them.
smokes.
Yeah,
or
okay,
whatever.
fair. Okay, so I've moved, loot, and then I'll just shoot regular at
Cool.
the Sorcerer.
You got it.
So his bolt is an auto bolt rifle, so it's 4 attacks, 3 + 3, 4 with Torrent 1, but I don't think he's... No.
Nope, but it does give it lethal 5.
It does give it lethal 5+.
So that's pretty good.
So 4 attacks, 3 + 3, 4 with lethal 5+. That's 4 crits. Because it's a crit and 3 5s.
Damn, okay, all right. So in that case, I'm just deciding here if I want to choose to retain one or roll it.
You're better off rolling it because these are all crits. So if you retain a normal, I guess you're hedging that you'd retain another normal.
Yeah, which is pretty high. I mean, it's 3-up saves, but...
Is that better than just going for a
I don't know what
crit?
the math is, but I'm going to choose to retain it, and then I'm going to...
I think it's better to just roll it because...
I mean, I guess it's pretty high that I do it. Sure.
3... actually,
Let's do it.
Someone in chat is doing that math right now.
So I got 2 normals and I missed one.
Okay.
So I could stop a crit. I could turn one of your normals...
I have no normals.
No, I can turn one of your crits into a normal
excuse
because
me.
he's got the magic robes.
Pretty boss
It's 3-4,
roll.
right?
It is 3/4, yes.
Sure. So in total, I could take, oh goddamn, 11 damage.
Right, you would turn 1 into a normal, and then you turn that to 1.
4 crits is pretty good, bro. Yes,
yeah.
I will. I'm going to do that. So he's going to. So once per turning point, each one of my sorcerers can turn a crit into a normal from
Each of them can do it once.
each one of them. They're all
So
wearing these robes.
They each 3 of them can do it once each per turn.
Yeah, per turning point. Yeah.
That's insane.
Arcane robes. Whenever an attack dice would inflict critical damage on a friendly Warpcoven sorcerer operative, you can choose for that attack dice to inflict normal damage instead. You cannot use this rule for each. You cannot use this rule for each friendly Warpcoven operative more than once per turning point.
Oh, literally. So each of them gets to do it once per turn. That's wild.
It's a crit into a normal, which I mean, so it's 1 less damage, but it's quite good.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
All right,
Yeah. So 11.
So I'm doing 12 damage total.
So I stopped a crit.
You stopped 1 crit. Okay, so that
Right.
means that's 12 damage.
One of your things gets turned into a normal.
Okay,
so that's
so that,
3 plus 2 4s
is 11. Yep.
Cool. So he goes down to 11. He goes to 15 wounds. So he's got 4.
Okay.
Pretty spooky.
I mean, from the weakest, babiest Marine in the group, finally pulling some
Pretty good. Yeah,
some
yeah,
decent
yeah.
numbers out.
So you've got one dude here, right?
Yes, he's blocking the door. Yeah.
Okay, and that's been looted.
Yep.
So I got a kind of option here. Oh. I think my best option here is kind of force you to make a choice here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to activate this buddy here, and I'm going to flip him to an engage order. And then what he's going to do is he's going to do a fallback, which is not really a fallback, but it's going to cost him 2. And he can move up to 4. So I'm going to...
Well, he's in... So you falling back?
I'm falling back.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to put him like Zoe.
What does fallback actually say? I think it's just a regular move.
I think it's just a move that costs you 2.
Except the operative can remove the enemy but cannot finish there. So yeah, you can move within... Yes, you can move through. Cannot perform this action unless they're in the control range. Yep, okay, cool.
Yeah. And then he is going to flamer this guy.
Yep.
So he's wounded.
Yeah, I guess I probably should have activated the sniper.
That was I was like looking at that, I was like, he's super low, but I do like this, and I mean, I think this worked out really, really well for you, because you've basically killed my...
I mean, I'll be honest, it's an elite game, and my experience with elite games in Killteam was,
tough.
this was basically over when my captain... Well, I made 2 key mistakes. Popping first activation for a frag that did about 4 damage was dog shit.
Frag is tough. Like, I don't know, it's
the blast, but I should have just cracked. Like, I should have done something more impactful with my first activation. Because my first activation was to do a small amount of damage to 2 people. Yours was to wound my captain, and then on my charge, kill my captain. Which
here's
is
the
very
thing.
rough.
I'm shooting this with a flamer, and it's 4 attacks, 3 ups because he's wounded.
Yep.
So, I mean, I guess it's piercing 1. Holy crap, this flamer is disgusting.
Yeah. So lose a save.
But there's a chance that maybe I whiff completely, and then you just get to pot shot this guy.
So you have Torrent.
He does have torrent, so it's lethal 5 up.
Yep.
So lethal 5 up, saturate, piercing 1.
Which saturate doesn't matter because I'm not retaining
Yeah.
cover.
So we're just gonna throw these die here. It is a crit and a normal. So piercing 1.
So I lose 1.
Yeah. So unless you get exactly a crit and a normal, you're dead.
Yep.
So I am going to send it.
It's a whiff.
All right. I burninate the countryside.
Cool.
That one is dead.
Yours.
Kill up goes to 2 on 6. Yes, okay. And that is him, because that was 3 in total, because it cost him 2 to fall back.
Right, yep.
So, yeah, that is that activation.
Okay. So now I've lost the sniper, so I will get a...
You're gonna get a counterattack, yeah,
just
which
don't know
is
that's
pretty spooky.
anything to celebrate about. He's activated, so it's just the assault guy. I guess the best thing for me to do is probably charge...
Does deal normal damage mean the same as turn to normal? Like if a crit had a special effect, would it still happen? It does, yeah.
The same as turn to normal.
Yeah, like it's like, for example, if I had shock and you were like, I'm going to turn that into normal damage, it's still going to do the shock effect of the crit. But you take it as normal damage, which is why it specifies like. Anyways, continue your turn. This is a fringe question, but it's like that's why it says when an attack die inflicts normal damage, that attack die inflicts 1 damage instead, and then it's like for the robe one or whatever, it's choose for that die to inflict normal damage instead. I don't think it has anything to do with the crit. I think the crit doesn't in and of itself, right? It's why you would take, like, when you look at devastating, they take the wounds before you're even doing a roll, right?
Yeah, once you retain it as a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, I will open
this play.
Open this door.
Yeah.
For 1 action, I'll charge into
Love it.
engagement
I
there.
had a feeling,
And then I'll fight the leader, in fact.
What's the chainsword profile?
It's not bad. It's 5 attacks, 3 plus 4, 5.
4, 5.
With my doctrine, I also have 1 balanced, so I get 1 reroll. And then I think it used to have ceaseless, but I think that's just the leader. I don't think that's the regular. Oops, shit. I think that's the regular dude. No, I think it's just 5 attacks, 3 plus 4, 5.
You got it. I think as long as you hit a normal.
Because how many wounds has he got left?
4.
Oh, okay, so I just need a normal or a crit. Yeah, got it.
Cool, he's dead. Oh, I'm cool to let that run. All right, you got my leader. We're both
So that
leaderless.
Means I now am 1 on the kill.
Yeah.
1 on the kill grade.
So yeah, you look at how many models they've got, and then you
we started with
going
6, and yeah.
Cool.
both
Okay,
with
so you opened, you charged, you fought. He's still in melee
Still
range.
in engagement range with the
that guy,
last
which is
unit,
extremely annoying.
Yeah, and now he has APL, 2 APL, because he's too far from. Because also on Galendark, you can't draw through walls. You have to draw
that's
around.
so true. God damn it.
So he can fall back, but that's all he can do. Or he can fight, but fighting a assault marine is probably not advisable.
Yeah.
I'm also curious. Okay.
Okay. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, I will go ahead and activate this buddy boyo.
Did you intend for them to be out of engagement range? I
Yes.
assume? Okay.
Because I had to be able to shoot that guy. So I'm going to activate this, my regular warrior.
Oh, you had 2 left, so I would technically get 2 counteract.
No, you're going to get 1.
Oh, right, because I don't go after your last one. Yeah, cool.
He is, I think, just going to... Yeah, I mean, he's just going to dash out like this and then unload on this buddy here. So we'll do this shot here.
Okay.
So he's going to engage. So he's just a bog standard bolty boy.
Yep.
It's an Inferno bolt gun.
Oh, fancy.
Which is, I don't know, just to really put forth the idea.
Someone
that,
earlier asked what bolt means, and it just means bullet. It's like, not actually. Bolt means...
They're like rockets.
Yeah, it's a bullet with a jet propulsion behind it, and like an explosive tip, and all sci-fi bullets, it's all.
Oh, that's what Inferno bolt gun is. Piercing 1. So 4 attacks, 3 ups, 3 or 4.
So I'm going to lose a save off the jump.
I don't believe gets slowed purposeful if it hasn't performed the charge or reposition action, which dash is a reposition, or if it's a counter action. Its ranged weapons have the
Dash is not reposition.
Is it not?
No, reposition is move. That's what they renamed move to reposition.
Okay, then this is slow and purposeful, which means my weapon
Yeah, there's
has
no move.
these.
Reposition is move.
Cool. So this is a ceaseless weapon shot. Yeah, so I get this, and I will re-roll this 2.
Wow.
Good lord, dude. I mean, this guy's got 5 wounds.
I got 1 save.
Great, I do 11 damage. All right, then I will take a second shot at the dude hanging out there in cover, I suppose.
You sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get cover save.
You'll definitely get a cover. Well,
but it's also piercing, so I lose 1.
Yes. So you basically are rolling 1 dice if you choose to retain.
Which I'll see what you do first.
Sure. So it's hitting on 3s, right? Yeah, so it's
3 normals. So I
three
guess I'm
normals.
retaining 1. He is full HP, so this will
Yeah.
potentially matter. So
Yeah.
I retain 1, miss the other. So I block normal.
Yeah, so you take 2 normals, so it's 6 going into him.
So 14 down to 8.
Yeah.
He is not wounded though.
So that is the end of his activation. The warp, then what is it? Temporal flux is going to activate, and I can zoop him back to within.
I thought that was
control.
cast last turn. Was that cast?
So
this turn?
I started it last turn, but it goes until the end of his next activation.
Oh, I get it. Right. Yeah,
So I
yeah.
set him
Yeah,
up
yeah,
for it
that's
so that he could do
classic
it.
Killteam
But
stuff.
now it's gone.
Okay.
And that is that activation. So you've
So
got one counter
Now
action.
it is my counter action. Okay, so center line is there, and you still have this guy to go. Okay, I think I need to shoot him into that guy. But I have a question about that. So, with what do they call it? Counteracting? Are there certain weapons that can't be counteracted?
No.
So
it's
I
you're doing a
can-
shot.
I can shoot and use a grenade.
If you've got 2.
Like, so here's a grenade launcher,
Yes. If you've got 2, it's a 1 AP action.
and it reduces the. Does it reduce the?
They hit
APL?
by 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So if they're wounded, that's 2. That's cumulative.
Oh right, okay. Right, because he's wounded, so it's already 4+, and then it would be 5+. Wow, that's dog shit. I guess I can just shoot him, but it would be the same thing.
Yep.
Either way. Okay.
Doing it with wounded guys is not super duper, from my understanding.
Yeah, but it turns out, Ben, most of my team is wounded. I guess I could combat that guy, but like, I have a very specific reason for trying to kill this dude.
Yeah.
But I also have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 to my. Oh, you have 5 to my 3. I think the writing's on the wall here, but we can probably speed this up.
Play it, yeah.
All right, so I will counterattack with my grenade launcher guy, even though it's 5+. He's not going to get a better shot. This guy can't shoot anyone. I could close combat this is the only thing. I guess I could shoot the sorcerer. That just doesn't do anything for me. I'm going to shoot the wounded guy. So we're going with a crack shot, which is 4 attacks.
Shooting a crack grenade. That's
It'll be
pretty good.
5+ because of injured and Overwatch or counteract.
Cracks are piercing too, eh?
Oh, I guess I can use the Wrath of Vengeance because I can do that once per turn to do a counterattack with 2 actions. I don't know what I would use the second action for. Because he's
You
probably...
could put him back on the point.
Because
or something.
he looted and then charged, right? That was his thing, and then fought you initially. So he's not shot. So he could shoot twice.
Yeah.
But not on counteract because...
Counteract is a whole fresh new thing. If you already shot during your thing, you can shoot again during counteract.
Oh, okay. But the Wrath of Vengeance lets me do 2 actions. They have to be different. So I still can't double shoot even though I'm a Astartes. Because they have to be a different action.
If it says that they have to be a different action, then yes, you can't double shoot.
Okay. So I could fight charge. I mean, I may as well use it because I'm not going to get another counteract.
So charge, as a reminder, you.
Oh, because I already charged.
No, you're fine.
Oh, but
there.
I can only move 2 inches.
Yeah, no movement during counteraction can be more than 2.
Okay, so I can shoot this dude and then charge him worst case scenario.
If he doesn't die, yeah.
But that's not really going to do anything, so.
I mean, you might just kill him. Who knows?
Maybe. 4
Firing a
attacks.
crack grenade, it's pretty good.
4 attacks, 5+. I got a crit,
Okay.
but you'll need to save it. So
It's piercing too, usually, right?
it is piercing, so you do lose 1, yeah. God damn it.
All right. I like these dice.
I just can't catch a break today.
Dude, not tonight.
All right, that's my
I
counter
gotta say, after that Shatterpoint night, I was feeling pretty dog shit about my die rolls. Okay.
I definitely made decision mistakes here in significant ways. So
Yeah, I mean, this is your first time
good
playing.
learning experience. Yeah.
Okay, so you did that, and then
I technically have another action from my Wrath. I just don't know what I would do with it. I guess charge, so I can't be shot.
yeah, I can't just pop them.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. And then your dude.
Cool. Only thing I'm going to do with this guy is I am just going to do a fallback action. Man, it's so tough. 5 is such a fucking annoying amount.
Oh, yeah.
Of
So I think
of
you can
movement.
get to the door, but not. No, because you measure it from the front, right? And then you move to the front of your base, which is like, yeah, you can get through.
Okay. I'm just gonna put myself like this.
Yep.
And I'll even put him on.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Doesn't really matter, but I'll put him on conceal just in case. Who cares? Great. Okay, I think that's the end of Turning Point 2.
Okay.
So we get to do some TAC op revealing. I'm going to assume by the way you're talking, you and I might have taken the same one.
Maybe.
What do you got?
So I've got my tack up is contain.
Oh, not okay.
So mine is at the end of the turning point after the first. If there are no enemy operatives wholly within your territory, you score 1 VP. He is wholly within my territory.
Yeah, and same with that guy.
And now he is as well. If there are no enemy operatives wholly within 6 inches of your drop zone, you're not wholly within my drop
I am
zone.
not. So there you
So
go.
I get one.
That's 1 point.
1 point from that.
Okay. Right. This is one of the only annoyances because of the primary op. You got to like keep track of everyone. Cool. Mine is take ground, which is a security op. At each point after the first, this attack op is dependent on what kill zone we're using.
Right.
So in Galardark, for each access point that's on the center line or within your within your opponent's territory that friendly operatives control, you get 1 VP.
Which is this one.
So that one and this one is in your opponent.
That is not on the center line.
It's not. So again,
sorry.
or within your opponent's territory.
Okay, my bad.
So
yeah.
that one is there. So,
Okay, so you get 2 for that.
2 maximum you can score on it per thing is 2. So that'd be 2.
Oh, you can nail that in 1 turn? Usually they're like, you can score half of it and then you score it again.
Well, maximum you can get 2. So always maximum for any op is 6. Usually most have
2 per turn, right? Yeah,
have a core. Yeah,
Okay,
do it like that. So, so that's 2 VP for that one. And yeah, we can scoot on into Turning Point 3, which we did some rolling. I got a 4.
I got a 6.
All right, you continue.
Let's see if I can make it a little more effective this time. I don't know that I can. Because I can't loot that.
I mean...
Oh, so we've got a little bit to do before that.
Yeah. So
strategic phase. Oh, I guess flip our dudes.
Sure. Oops. No. Yeah. So I guess I got to pick first, and I continue to use fate as my weapon. This time we're working with
as well.
a 6 and a 4.
Okay. Strat phase. Ploys. So we gain. I have initiative.
I've
so
already
1,
gone
and you
through
gain
it
2.
and popped
I
you
will
there.
spend my initiative, surprise, to ignore injury.
Okay, so that's your command point for this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm chilling after the fate one. I think.
Okay.
I don't think I want to. What else is there? There's a really cool one called Brotherhood of Sorcerers, which is if they're around each other, like the sorcerers are around each other, they like get to give each other all their psychic weapons ceaseless, which is kind of wild.
Cool. I don't know if you'd want to bunch up your sorcerers to do that.
It's within 9.
Oh, okay.
So it's not
Okay.
in this. It's
It's just
bunching up.
hard,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is a tough one. A lot of for Warpcoven in the sense that like I have to kind of keep them sort of together because you can't draw it over walls. It's like you have to draw lines. So, but
I'm also now regretting putting this guy in combat because I could have stayed there and just shot
And just
again
shot him?
for first action and then shot again. Whereas now I'm going to have to like.
the problem is though the shots are like not great. Like I feel like.
Well, now I'm ignoring injured, so
Oh.
and it's
sure.
not Overwatch, so he would be back to doing 3 plus 4, 5.
Yeah. Well, take it away. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay, so it's loot. I can't loot this because you're contesting.
You could kill loot somehow, but
I'd have to fight in close quarters, which is back to I can't hit in one shot, and I'm hitting 4 attacks, 4 plus 3, 4. You know, there's no door to open, so he's pretty much on his own. I mean, I can open this and then hatch fight this guy. I don't know. Yeah, I can't. Not if I want to loot that. And I'm down to 3.
yeah. Force staves are pretty gnarly weapons.
Basically, from where we are here, like I think if this was a tournament and we weren't playing for your kind folks entertainment, I would have scooped one out because we're down to 3 to 5, which is ridiculous. Like elite fights like this, the attrition sets in immediately because we only have 6 dudes. Any kind of back foot, you just lean on your opponent. You know, like Ben's playing it correctly.
I'm cool to. I'm cool. I mean, up to you, but I'm cool to keep rolling it just because I want to get a feel for the rules.
Yeah,
of the
for sure.
teams and
No,
stuff,
we should 100. That's what I mean. We should 100% play it out.
But in a tournament,
in a tournament, I would not. It's not
This
that
is
bad.
the time to go grab lunch phase.
If it was a competitive event, and so if I was in Ben's seat and my opponent keeps playing to me, it kind of gets to the point where it's like at a competitive level, it's borderline disrespectful because it's like, there's no way you're coming back from this. Could we grab a snack? Could we have some
I mean, well,
downtime?
that's a tough thing because, like, I would never, ever in the history of Magic
I
go,
would never
would you like to scoop?
No,
But you got to wait till they
cannot,
do
No,
it.
it's entirely their decision.
Yeah.
And like, there are also valid reasons for playing it out, like for tiebreakers and for learning and for fun. If heaven forbid, people play a game for fun.
I don't think that's possible.
But yeah, I don't know. Can I? The question now is, can I scrape this back? Because victory point wise, we're tied.
Yeah, let's just rock it. Let's see.
I'm trying to think what my best first action is.
This motherfucker's
Yeah,
a 2 APL.
he's a kind of
Soldier.
he's debuffed and in a hole.
Yeah.
This is especially strong right here. I just can't really get there to do a lot with a regular ass Marine. I think my play is to try and fight and then get a crack into the Sorcerer. I think that's the best play. Fight, potentially win, loot, and then shoot. That's, I think, the best play.
It could go well, yeah.
I think that's the best play. So I think I'm fighting with the Gunnington. He's 4 attacks.
Get him, Gunny.
He is ignoring being injured, so he is still 3+. Into Ben's regular warrior, who's also wounded. So there's 2 heavily messed up dudes slugging it out.
My guy's a little bit better at fisticuffs, but...
True. So I got 2 normals and a crit.
Wait, your basic fists are 4 dice?
For the gunning end, yeah, 4 attacks, 3+3.
I had to pay for that.
He's like, I think it's just to give him some slack because he's
yeah.
like kind of
Okay.
an upgraded Marine.
Unless baseline they're 4, I don't know if I'm supposed to be adding it with the equipment. I thought I did.
I think all my Marines are, yeah. Well, their standard profiles for fists is 4 attacks, 3+3/4.
It's interesting. Maybe I'm supposed to be rolling 5 dice. That's okay. Okay. So we're both wounded. Pretty darn good roll. So what's your crit? It's
4.
4. So
Yeah, so I can't hit you in 1. I'm going to need 2 hits.
all right. So I got 2 normals.
Okay. So I guess I just crit you because then you can only parry 1 crit. So I push 4 damage through.
Yeah, and then I will put 3 damage into you as well.
Yep, go down to 2, and then I'll do the remaining.
You got it. He's dead, and you score. You're effectively getting to yourself 2 points here.
So I go up to kill grade 2. Yep. Now I need to kill 2 to go to 3, though. So that's his first one. So now I can, that was his first action. I can loot to get a CP, and then I can shoot a crack grenade into the sorcerer.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Here, pop a 3 dice on your crit op too, because I think you've gotten 3 loot points so far.
Oh, I figured we were tracking that here.
Oh, I mean, you're scoring both
Oh, I see.
simultaneously
You're right.
sometimes,
So we
just in case.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Great. Okay, so yeah, fire away, man.
4 attacks, 3+, 4, 5. Nope, just 2 normals.
There'd be 2 crits if you're firing a grenade, right?
No, it's a crack grenade. Doesn't have blast.
Yeah, fair enough. But piercing.
With piercing, yeah.
All right, I got 1 normal.
Okay, so you take 4 damage.
Okay, so he goes down to 10.
And that's it. He fought, looted, shot. That's his go.
Great. Okay.
That's his last, probably final act of Defiance.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I think what I'm gonna do.
I mean, I guess to be fair, you can't loot this now. So,
can't,
like,
yeah.
are you better off turning your attention? Or do you, like, finish him off and, like the 2 damage?
Yeah, I think what I'll. This is kind of weird.
Yeah, because I guess from your perspective, you don't want me to go loot, loot, loot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of. I haven't put in my like kill off points and shit. But I'm just debating if I want to use my warp fire dude now, blow this dude up. Really depends. Warpfire, for the fact that it can kind of go through cover and stuff like that, is not like hugely
Flames were always
damaging.
kind of like
Yeah.
very reliably hit, but very weak hit.
I think I'm going to activate this guy. He's going to crack open this door here.
Because that's the thing, like they get lethal 5+, but they're still a 3/3 profile, so like it just means they're harder to block.
It's really good against horde teams.
Yeah.
Against elites, it's kind of like I'm chipping away at this dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we'll do. He's going to crack open the door.
Yep.
He's going to
He doesn't have
firestorm.
mutated appendages or anything that lets him do that for free.
No. Although I think I might baseline take mutated appendages.
Not bad,
going
yeah.
forward.
Because you can also, it's doors or mission or like looting would
Yeah.
also be free.
Actually, let's start with the warp flame pistol because it's
On who?
this guy is going to shoot this guy.
Okay,
with a
so he
warp flame
opened the
pistol.
door, then he's going with the pistol. Cool.
So it's going to be you are going to retain a save for cover, I believe. I think I'm still crossing a little bit there.
I don't think so.
No?
I think
Okay.
from this side, I think you're getting both.
I'm just okay, cool. So 4 attacks, 2 ups.
Doesn't the fire have saturate?
It does not have saturate.
Oh, okay.
It has the warp flame pistol has piercing 1 though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Magic 5. Got
But
it.
yeah, torrent 1, so we'll have lethal 5 up on it. Wow. Well, good thing. Okay, it's 4 normals.
Okay. No piercing or anything? It does have
There is 1 piercing, yeah. So you can retain a normal if you want, and then roll 1 dice. Right, we just said you weren't in cover, so I guess you're just rolling 2.
1 save.
Okay, so we're sending 9 into it then.
That'll do it.
All right, cool. I'm so glad I started with that one. Because...
Oh, I guess I could... No. Nope, never mind. That's a different thing. Yep.
Yeah, then I think what I do is... So that gets me up to another kill grade, which
Yep.
now puts this to 6, which is... Or 5, which is... Yeah, because you've got 4 or 2 left. And then I think I turn around and I fire a firebolt into this dude behind me.
Yep, because you went open, pistol, flame gun. Yep.
So this is, warp firestorm, so it's 5 attacks. No piercing, but it does have lethal. Okay, so he takes 1, devastating wise, but I only actually have 2 normals.
Oh, it has devastating?
It has devastating 1.
Oh, then he's just dead.
Devastating 1.
Oh, I assume
So
it
he
was
goes to
always
1.
Okay.
And if you are able to roll 2 normals, he lives.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
My man's at 1. He's hanging on.
Doing the Emperor's work.
Yeah, that was a dog shit roll. All right, go for it. You've got this buddy left.
Yeah, and then I start counterattacking.
I guess if you wanted to, you could move, loot, move. Or no, you
No,
can't.
I can't because you can't
loot.
loot. I already
double
thought that. You can't double loot. I could loot, move, and block it, and then pistol the sorcerer, I suppose. Because I don't think I can charge, right? Because I am full health, but
No,
it's
that's
only... It's...
It'd be 8
Yeah. Yeah.
for you.
Yep. So that's like... The ish plus 2, which should be that. So it's not enough to get there. I could charge this guy, I just don't think that helps, because... Can he move back on? Yeah, he can probably get back in. So, loot... I think the best option is to loot this and then try and...
I mean, you could park a dude on there, so it's annoying for me. Yeah.
That's, I think, the best option. Yeah, so I'll loot that. So loot will go up to 4. And then I will move this guy. But I only have move now, I don't have the extra 2 inches, so... If I can try and get... I don't think I can actually get him to be behind cover. Because it would be...
I'm just going to reflect these best I can.
3. And 3.
Looted. It should just be what's on here. Which is 8.
And get to like there. That's yours, I think it's left over. And that's mine.
Okay.
And then shoot the sorcerer.
Right, yeah, 3 things, yeah.
Yeah. Loot, move, shoot. Yeah, it's not. It's like his assault pistol. Like it's not amazing,
Yeah.
but it'll chip some damage off.
Yeah,
him.
dude.
4 attacks, 3+ with the pistol. Range 8, piercing crits 1. 4 attacks, 3+. Yikes! I did get a crit
Okay.
and a normal.
Crit and a normal?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll use his robes to turn it into normal damage, so it's 2 normals that I'm looking at. But I saved none.
So wait, does that mean...
I would still need a crit to, or I could defend it with a normal, I think, from my understanding. But.
Well, because I have piercing crits 1, so you would lose a save if I have a crit. So what is it? That's what I mean. Like, I retained a crit at the end of my roll.
I only rolled 2, as though...
Oh, so that does still count. Okay,
Yep.
right.
Yep. I save nothing, so you get effectively 2 normals worth of damage, which is
6
6, so just a 4. Coolio.
Every little bit counts.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, because that was loot, move, shoot. Yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna activate... I think my best bet... God, the guy's full. God, the flamers are so fucked in this, though. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I'm actually just gonna activate Fireboy Magoo here. Well, maybe not.
And you said you don't like to name your guys.
Fireboy Magoo?
It's a great name.
The fun thing for me is I want you out of my zone, so him having to move back to do something, like you can move up and deny me points, but like,
That's true.
That's the decision I was hoping to present.
Okay, no, I'm gonna activate this Sorcerer.
Yep.
And he's going to do a standard move. He's just going to kind of wrap around, be here.
Yep.
Then he is going to start by shooting this dude with a... what's better, the pistol or the Doom Bolt? Or no, he's got Flux Blast, which is... Right, Blast 2, Rending 3/4. That's pretty good. Because Rending turns more things into crits.
So you get easier crits and then, yeah.
Sure, I'll shoot him with a Flux Blast. Okay. So 3/4, hitting on 3s, 4 attacks. I'm gonna throw this in here. We got a crit. Oh, right, what? Sorry, what were my... I got rid of those. It was a 6 and a 4, right? For my Fate dice.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you roll them once per turning point?
Yeah.
Did you roll them at the start of
Which
3?
I did, because the last ones were 6 and 3.
Okay.
This ones were 6 and 4.
Okay.
I will replace this with this 6. So now we have
2 crits and a normal.
2 crits and a normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything
Which means I get to turn this into a crit because of Rending.
Right, so 3 crits.
3 crits.
Wow, that just got worse and worse for me.
Which is 12 damage.
Okay.
Total, yeah.
But no piercing or anything?
No piercing or nothing.
Okay, so I need to save just perfect. Just 3 crits, easy. Easy game. I have no CP, cool, yeah. Nope, that's with 1 normal, so that's nothing. So I take...
12.
Okay, so I'm on 2.
All right.
Wait, who? This guy, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm on 2.
I will then just, I'll shoot the flamer at him.
All right, yeah.
His flamer pistol, which is 4 attacks, 2 ups. We have a crit and 3 normals, which I think is statistically impossible to save on.
Crit and 3 normals. Any piercing or anything?
No.
Okay, so I can still save it.
It's 3/3 and your guy's at 2, and I have 4 attacks going in.
It's a crit and 3 normals. Oh, right, yeah, I can't save that. Yeah, sorry, I misheard. I did save 2 crits and a normal.
No, it's all good, yeah.
So that's him.
So that puts me to max kill grade. I don't even need to kill that guy.
I get 1 shot with this guy.
Yeah.
So I will overwatch a crack grenade into the sorcerer.
I believe in this little homie to kill this sorcerer.
I do not. So I lose 1 because it's overwatch, so it's now 4 attacks, 4 plus, 4, 5. I did get a crit and a hit.
Okay. He's already used his robes for sure on this one, so I'm just gonna have to say, and it's a crack grenade, so it is piercing.
It is
so
piercing,
only 2.
yeah.
We got a normal save, which means a crit goes through and does
5 damage.
He's dead.
Yay.
He's the little grenader who could.
So that puts me up to, how many models have you got left? 3?
I got 3.
Not up a kill grade, so
3. No. It is up a kill grade.
6 models start. I've killed 3. I've killed 3 models, not 4. So I would need...
I did this wrong. Sorry,
Yeah.
you only get the max kill grade if you kill 5. Yeah.
So we start with 6. You have killed 5, so you are on kill grade 4 currently.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you would need to kill the 6th model to go to kill grade 5.
But kill grade.
So the kill grade is along the top. The models killed is in the white.
Yes. Okay.
So for 6 starter,
actually at 5.
you would need to kill all 6 to get kill grade 5.
Gotcha. Okay.
I am currently on
this. I'm at 8 then.
3 models killed, which I'm on kill grade 2.
Okay.
So
then
that
you're
has
at-
not changed.
Yeah, and then you're at 7. Okay, so this is correct. Okay, so then I still have 2 guys to go, but that guy has not, or that guy's already done his thing. So really, it's
I have
unimpeded.
no more actions, and he's
Yeah.
already counterattacked, so I have no more.
So I can effectively scoot this
You can run
homie
the
up.
board, yeah.
He can loot. Going to whatever.
Yep.
We can shoot that guy. Did you want to?
So we can look at the points. I don't think because this last round.
I mean, this is really interesting. So let's do
Yeah.
it. So I'm gonna loot. That puts my
Either
crit
way,
up,
it's gonna
up
be
here.
quick, yeah.
It's gonna be very close. This guy will then, as his final AP, shoot this guy with just a regular old Inferno Bolt gun.
Yep.
4 attacks, 3 ups, piercing 1.
So you moved up and looted this, and then shot.
Move, loot, and then this is the shoot, which is 5, 4, 3. So it's hitting on 3, so it's 3 normals.
Yep.
Piercing 1.
Okay, so I lose 1.
Yeah.
I don't think I can save this then because I got 2 normals, but I still take 1.
You're
So
still gonna take 3.
Then he dies.
That guy
Okay.
dies. I go to maximum here.
Yep.
And then the last part
So
of my
in-
dealio is
Oh, sorry.
I can,
You can move up to the point, but you can't take it because it's already been looted.
yes, and just as long as I'm within.
Oh, you want to make
2.
sure to deny my other point.
So
yeah.
no, if I'm within 2, that means I am controlling this, which is fulfills
Oh, for
my
your
tac op,
objectives, right, yeah.
And then next turn I can also do that.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, we'll go to the end. My tac op, I control this access point on the center line and 1 within your point.
Yep,
so
so you
that's
get 2
the
for
2
that.
for that. And then
And you already got the point for that.
I already grabbed the
wasn't
point
it?
on
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
So for mine, I have no one within my drop point, so I get another
Oh,
point
that's
for
true. You're
that.
holding the line. Forgot about that.
I don't get the other one because this guy's wholly within my half.
Yeah.
So that's that tac op. Cool, that's me done. So I don't think I roll for initiative because I have no dudes left. So for the next phase of the game, you just see what you can score, which is you can loot this because he's on it. Mm-hmm. You can move him and loot this and loot this.
And I can deny you some points by scooting a dude all the way back in your zone.
Oh, sorry. So that's what we need to work
Yeah,
out.
so perfect circumstance, let's say this. We're going into turning point 4.
'Cause you need
I
to be
just
within
dash
6.
this.
That
I
blocks
move
that.
dash this guy. Right? So that blocks all of your tac op. I'm looting these.
Oh, because you can
2.
only max 2 per round from
Yeah.
the main one anyway. So then you loot these 2. I get nothing for the last round. So you add 1, 2,
3,
4. I guess you move him slightly.
Sure, like
control
there.
that and control that, yeah.
So
So you
I-
get 1, 2, 3, 4, and I get nothing.
Yeah. And then that puts me to 16.
And then you add the kill op on top of that.
Yeah, so now we do. Well, yeah, so
Right.
I've been keeping track. So I'm at 14. Sorry, and you're at 8.
Yep.
In total. Then we reveal our primary ops. Mine was the crit op, which I did the worst on. I actually only get 1, so it puts me to 15.
Yep. I chose my tac op, which means I get half again, which only means I gain 1.
And there
So
we
I'm
go.
on 9 to 15.
And that's the game.
Yeah,
Thank you very
GG.
much for the game, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like every miniature game ever, visibility and stuff will always continue to haunt me and go, can I do this? Can I do this? But
That was pretty smooth.
It's pretty, yeah. I mean, realistically, as soon as I clued into the fact that it's like the moment someone has an engage order, they're gonna get shot. Unless you literally cannot draw any line at all to their base, they can be shot. It's just a matter of how, there was always a question of how many defensive dice do they get to do from obscured and cover. But in the most recent update that went live like a week ago, they're like, you pick one.
Okay.
So basically the case is if there's any sort of pigeonholing that you have to do the shot, you can shoot them. They just get to save a die instantly, right? And you can either save a die, which is the cover thing, or in obscurities thing,
add a
it's
die.
you literally just ignore, or they can't crit. I gotta remember what obscurity is. But
I'm gonna have to go and learn.
it's a big thing, yeah. It's a new addition, but I'm honestly the biggest thing is I really like the op system. I like the crit
Yep.
kill. It just feels much cleaner.
That part
Each one can only
definitely-
get 6, and Yeah.
Seems cool.
Yeah. This is my first time with the Warpcoven. They seem fucked still.
It seems like the Killteam problem, which is they have so many tools.
They've got a lot of tools, but it's a lot more new player friendly, I think, than it used to be. I think a big part of it is I was able to bring effectively 5 or 6 flamers into the dark, which is disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like, I feel like the 6v6 elites are very close, where it is really like that starting bit, and once someone gets that little bit of advantage and then just starts that lean, it's very difficult. And like, I made some boneheaded plays. I think the turn 2 initiative and then using that to do a very ineffectual frag grenade.
Yeah,
is not where you want to be.
There's a really cool. So I really, my main goal today was I wanted to experiment with the temporal flux. It was a play that I had heard about, and I was like, that sounds really cool to do some stuff. Didn't really do that. I mean, I was able to come out, shoot some things, and which very normal. There's a really cool play that I've heard a lot of people talking about, which is on the Vulcus one, which is the terrain we normally do. Has that like 3 terrain one? Is to pop one of your sorcerers up. You don't take fly normally. Have that scroll that lets you take a boon once. Use it. Fly up to the top with the temporal dude. Pop your temporal thing on there. Now he permanently controls that because he can hop down, shoot, and then zoop back up, and forever. And you can't move it. And it's like that's kind of neat.
That's very cool.
So yeah, I think I'll probably still mess around with these guys. They seem very, very strong, but I can
awesome. Yeah.
I continue to sort of be in the realm that what you and I did, where it's just like, do you want to play Horde today or do you want to play Elite? And I think that's just a conversation you have to have in this edition.
I think so. I mean, I was interested to play the 2 other teams, but with Gallo Dark and everything, it just came down that this was the way we wanted to do it. Super interesting. I mean, it's also interesting when you start thinking of like Warpcoven. Are they one of the teams that are rotating out when this changes next year?
I have no idea. I assume so.
I think so.
I mean, they're probably up there with like commandos and stuff.
I think both these teams are one of the ones that rotates out, which is interesting because it's starting to. I think that's a longer conversation about the thing of Killteam, but it was fun. I think the changes to the editions are cool. I definitely felt rusty, and I think that's a case of like the last Killteam game I played was the previous edition in April of last year when I got back.
Last time you were...
No, when I got back.
You got back.
I played like one game when I got back, and then I put Killteam away, and I like focused on Shatterpoint and Star Wars Unlimited and other stuff. So I haven't played, and this was a really fun game. And yeah, it's just I still really like Killteam. I'm glad to see the changes they've made. I think they've made some smart. I don't think there's really anything I could point to that I'm like, this change seems bad. Like, I think the game is maybe more elite focused now, but other than that, I think everything they've done has been pretty much change for the good. So
someone in chat was asking, would you guys ever consider checking out BattleTech? That is in fact one of the major boxes of stuff that we have, and the answer is yes. We've talked about it, which is a great point to remind folks that this is the last of the Killteam only. Although most of us do play Killteam, but the Killteam only AFK monthly streams starting in April next month. This is turning into a miniature. It's Miniature Wednesdays, a monthly miniature stream. So it could be Killteam, could be X-Wing. I know that Ian and Corey are super into that. Could be Shatterpoint. I'd honestly really like to give Shatterpoint another go with the 2 squad sizes and stuff.
So just as an update on that, I've got the second half of train I'm working on, so I'll be able to do a full board next time. And I also went and bought the Dathomir Night Sisters team. So I'm going to paint those, and then you can use them with the evil commandos, and we can do like a full game of 2 types.
I am halfway through the final season of Clone Wars.
Oh, nice! Yeah, they come up big in the last.
They just got to shoot me one last time with that awful Jar Jar centric episode with Mace and Jar Jar going to like.
Is that the one where he dances at the end?
Kind of. It's where they go to a planet and like they
the dinner table scene.
No. Okay. This is when they specifically asked Jar Jar to like come down to the planet and save it, and Mace is like, I guess I'll go with you, and it turns out they're like stealing the living force to give to Mother Talzin who comes out. Anyways, it was a terrible episode. But
I was watching Clone Wars with a watch list, and it said to watch certain episodes. The one that had the Jar Jar dancing to distract people from a ship, they made a point to say and go watch that.
I want to give a shout out to Reinhard who painted these lovely minis and stuff like that. I will be fixing up that one guy's arm.
Yeah.
he will make it back to life. And thank you, everyone, for tuning on in. A reminder that this stream and everything we do is brought to you by you over at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You're the reason we're able to do all that cool stuff, so we really, really, really appreciate it. And you can also check out our store, which is having a sale right now. Go check it out. Some hot deals. And we scooped everything out of the bowels of the warehouse, and it's much cheaper for us just to send it straight to you. So, yeah. Thank you so much. And of course, if you want to leave some comments down on the YouTube of this, and let us know what kind of teams you'd like to check out. I promised myself that I will not buy another box until I've painted everything, but that more so means, what if I could just talk to my friends who like painting, have them paint them, and I pick up new the corn guys look so cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much. I've been Ben. This has been Funko. Go check them out. Twitch.tv/HiFunko. All kinds of amazing Warhammer content, as well as a lot of shooties and looties.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. I want to do some painting streams coming up soon.
Sick. And of course, Paul on tech.
Hello.
And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.